Good evening, good afternoon. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another wonderful episode of the Driving Talk podcast. We are continuing what we're calling Mega Month with another mega guest. And it is, if you have been on social media, well, if not, then you probably live in a cave.
Yeah.
Or you're one of the Tate brothers who somehow still post.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
Bizarre.
But Tom Gray has joined us this week. He joins the Driving Talk podcast, a.k.a. That Guy Gray.
Yes, sir.
Motorsport aficionado.
Internet gobshite, I think, is probably more of an appropriate term. But no, thank you very much for
The
having me.
well-spoken hooligan.
Yes. I quite like that. That works
And
quite
racing
nicely.
driver as well. You've raced.
Aspiring race driver trying to get a car to the end of a race, I think, is probably more accurate than racing driver.
Fingers crossed we can get you in a Sandow-mobile.
Maybe.
It does look good.
They do look good.
It looks really good.
Scott builds a really good race car. Just don't tell him that because
Ego.
his head can't get any fucking bigger.
You've been talking to my missus.
Exactly that. But welcome to another edition of the podcast. This episode, do we talk about Formula One?
I mean, we can. Not that much interesting happened other than Verstappen decided to lose
Bin it.
it. Yeah.
Big style.
That was
Okay,
about it.
so summing it up, last Dutch Grand Prix, Verstappen crashed, Lando won, still very boring.
Hamilton had an argument with Ferrari,
He
Again.
did, yeah.
which is kind of pointless because to me, it seems like Charles wants to beat Lewis. Lewis wants to actually get on the podium and win. Because I think Charles's reputation of I've always beaten my teammates is so important to him that he's like, well, I don't care. I just need priority.
Whereas Lewis is, I've won championships, mate.
Yeah, I brought, 4 billion in market capital to Ferrari the day I signed.
Yep.
So just move out of the way, Chuck.
He knows how to do it. He knows how to do it.
Definitely.
I've got nothing against Charles. I think he is an incredibly talented driver.
And a beautiful man.
That's the only thing I have against him, right? Like, if he is hung like a donkey as well as being that impressive in so many different facets of his life, I'm going to just
There is something fucking wrong with the world if he's that good looking, can play piano, or he's that fast in the race car, and yeah, he's hung like King Kong's fucking finger.
I mean, even David Beckham had a silly, squeaky voice. So, like, he was held back in one regard. So Charles has to have, well, the anatomy of an ant. Otherwise, I'm going to feel very, very incompetent next to him. But he seems to be the driver of I'll either win it or I'll bin it. And that works for some people. Verstappen is kind of there.
Yeah.
But
He wins more than he bins.
exactly. Unfortunately, whereas Charles seems to bin it more than he wins it, which is rather upsetting. And
Yeah.
I think we have to start a discussion of when do we start to admit that maybe Ferrari backed the wrong golden horse?
I would say so.
Yeah.
I mean, they gave him a longer contract than Schumacher.
Yeah, and that's...
Yeah,
That's
I think
ridiculous.
maybe. Yeah, I think he's got 2 years at most to prove it. Otherwise, Ferrari go, off you go.
Hamilton and Sainz would have been the dream combination.
Yes. I agree with
That
you
would have been
completely on
brilliant.
that.
And, it's painful to see Sainz now.
He's not the smooth operator.
He's not the smooth operator. I don't know where my accent went with that one. But he just seems so in pain at Williams. And now he signed another multi-year deal with him. It's like, why have you
I
done
don't think there was any other offers on the table, though. Because I don't think the Audi one, I think Bortoletto's done more than a good enough job. Hulkenberg's done a good job. There might have been a seat at Aston Martin, but would you really want that? It's like the toilet seat.
It's pretty terrible.
It is. So kind of, and he's not going to get in a Red Bull. He's not going to get in a Racing Point. You don't want to be anywhere near a Cadillac at the moment.
No.
So you're kind of like, oh,
mean,
Although I don't like the way Cadillac have just offed their fucking team principal halfway through their debut
It's what
season.
Americans do, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
Sir, you're not doing a good job that way. It's like,
Yeah,
cheers.
literally.
yeah.
But, Formula One's like that. I mean,
But as we know with the Jaguar project, that works really, really well when the Americans get corporate. Really well.
oh, what was that? My favourite story, it was one of my favourite stories of Formula One period, is where Jag decided to put, was it a 2-carat diamond on the front of the Jaguar nose cone at Monaco? Yeah, and they both front wings got stuffed and both diamonds went missing. I think
Never to be found again.
One was found again because a marshal went, I'll be a good egg and maybe they'll give me some money. Nothing. And somebody else just went, that's like $100,000 diamond. Yeah, thank you very much. Shove that. Yeah, gone, never to be seen again. But Jaguar, that would be a name I'd love to see back in touring cars.
Jaguar should never have failed. They bought a good team that was run well. They got Nicky involved, the livery was iconic.
Oh, it was
Yeah, it
sexy.
was.
Yeah.
I mean, even now, I saw. Where was I the other week? But I saw someone in an old green HSBC like merchandise shirt, an old shirt, and it was of the material. You could see it was from back in the day.
That back when things were actually made from quality materials
Yes.
as well, right?
That BAR one I've got is still mint.
Yeah.
That's one of, I think Otmar Safnauer said that's one of the best liveries ever, was the zip livery on the BAR Honda.
Yeah.
So it was half and half.
555
I would
and
agree
Lucky
with that.
Strike. That was wicked. They weren't allowed to run it either, though, were they?
No.
No.
Fucking
No.
stupid rules. That was class, though.
Or just any Jordan, Buzzing Hornets.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was.
There was one at British Motor Show on Sunday. It wasn't. It had the Deutsche Post on it, but just seeing the Jordan there is just like.
it's great. And I mean, Jordan also has the claim to fame that they managed to basically rebrand DHL. So
Yeah.
DHL used to be white and red, and then they went, nah, it's going to be yellow to be on our car. And they're like, okay. And now you see a DHL, like anything DHL, you're like, oh yeah, it's always been yellow. I'm like,
No. White and red back in the day.
I know. I mean, yeah, but would you really assume that the Germans would be creative enough to put yellow next to red? Like, that's just like, nines, that is too much color. We will have the white. This
Yeah.
works.
Still fight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a rabbit hole. Let's not go down there, shall we?
9.
Let's not go down there. But even their old uniforms from back when they were doing that questionable stuff, it was just plain and grey. They've just not very matched.
You mean Hugo Boss?
Yeah, the Hugo Boss uniforms. But
Yes.
even the Audi team now in Formula One, everything's just very plain, very corporate.
It's German. It's efficient.
Oh, but the Audi livery is...
It does look good.
I think it's dog. Why
No.
put a vertical line on a Formula One car? I really have an issue with
Oh,
that.
you mean the red?
It's the red bit. It's just the block right at the back. I'm like, vertical lines don't look good on race cars. Kind of period.
Audi could have properly rebranded themselves because when they were Auto Union in Formula One, they were just full silver, weren't they?
Yeah, it was to save weight.
So they could have gone. You know what? First time in Formula One, let's go iconic, and
Yeah.
I think it's a bit too modern and minimalistic.
I think that the colour palette's great because it's like the old IMSA Quattros.
Yeah.
And that, they
See,
look
that's why did you
brilliant.
go down that route?
But like,
Have
yeah.
the yellow in there as well, like fucking Quattro Group B.
Yeah, I wear loose trousers. Give me a reason to wear loose trousers. Like, come on. But I think Formula One as a whole is great. Obviously, it's brought a lot of new eyeballs into motorsport. We've got to be thankful for that, whether or not those eyeballs are
The ones we want.
correct or educated on anything.
Bluey.
Yes. But, you know, it just feels like they are now suffering from their own form of success.
Yeah.
And it's just not the racing that any of us want to see. I mean, okay, Zandvoort wasn't as, yo-yo-y as we've seen recently, but it's, I mean, I like the fact the cars are hard to drive, but I hate the fact they're just like, oh, we're in qualifying, so we can't actually go flat out the entire way. I want to be able to see like people abusing track limits like Schumacher did back in the day. I think there was the clip of him at Indianapolis in 05 where he runs about 6 car widths wide. And they're like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. He's added
cars-
so much onto the track.
But it's screaming its nuts off. I mean, they're turbocharged. Why aren't they spitting flames out of the back? Why aren't-
Exactly.
I mean, you get a little bit of sparks during the night racing. I want to see that during the day. I want to see retro rockets,
100%.
machine guns, just everything like mad.
Yeah, like Jason Statham Death Race.
Yes, that's what Formula One should be. It's meant to be, and I'll say it again, the pinnacle. And it's just
F1 is not
it's
the
not.
pinnacle, Rob. You
No,
said
it's not.
this.
I've said this many times. I'm going to get it on a fucking shirt.
So go on then. What would be your pinnacle then?
WEC.
WEC?
And endurance racing because of what it achieves.
WRC up there as well?
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah.
Current WRC.
But it's a different kind of pinnacle.
Yeah, it's a very different discipline. Like you're dealing with zero.
And you know what? Yes, I would with the current WRC because the cars are a lot quicker than they used to be. There's still manufacturer intent. There's still manufacturer involvement. Okay, there's not many because I think the costs have gone up. I'm praying this new rule set works.
Yeah, well, they've now just have WRC just been bought? Is that right?
Yeah,
thinking?
they've got
they're
new
now-
promoters.
Yeah, so they're now going to hopefully change that around. But
But
that would be great.
And that's for WRC and EWRC. And you know what? The fact it's coming back to the UK, to Scotland, they need an Irish round as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the only thing that's really let them down in the past 10 years is moving away from the UK, not having a round in the UK. not having even entertaining an Irish round because the rally culture out in Ireland is fantastic.
Oh,
huge,
the
isn't
Donegal rally is massive. Like,
Yes.
the turnout for that is insane.
It is brilliant. I used to live just the Derry, so just the other side. So it was a few years where I went, and the fact that we stood on this single track lane, rural Donegal, single track lane, and there was a bit of a jump. And it was great when the WRC boys came through, but they had the suspension set up perfect, so they came through flat, and that was at eye level. Then the Mark IIs came through, and you had the likes of Mad Frank turned up.
Yeah,
and you're literally
thing is, they're coming, can't you? So that
you
noise,
can hear
the
them
BDA
coming.
is.
You can hear them coming. You can hear the sequentials, and because we're stood on the other end of the jump, so they're flying that way. The WRC cars were kind of at eye level when they passed the hedgerow in front of you because we're stood in a field, cows behind us.
Nice.
The Mark IIs, they're up like that.
And it's when you're looking down, you're looking down the track, you're like, okay, they're coming that way. The WRC cars, lovely straight bit of dirt. Anything old school rear wheel drive, it's like, right, there's a bit there, there's a bit there, there's a bit there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that was sick.
Yeah.
Do it again, please.
And the best bit is they still reuse old WRC cars. So, there was even old Corolla WRC cars still being rallied back.
Class.
This would have been, I was in Ireland early 2010s.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I moved over sort of 2012, was there for about 3 years. So it was around that time. So you saw the newer WRC cars, so the Mark II Focus, and you would see a lot of drivers of that ilk 307 WRCs.
Oh,
but
yeah,
you
'cause-
still saw the old Imprezas and that being used hard.
Yeah. The Group A was brilliant. Obviously it's not going to be Group B, but
No.
I thought Group A was a sensible way to go. But unfortunately that kind of killed rally for a lot of people.
Controversial view. I think Group A and that Group A to WRC period, so I would say 95 to 2005,
Yeah.
I would call that a greater period of rallying than Group B.
Ooh.
I would call that.
State your case, sir.
You had more manufacturers,
Right.
Yep.
more professionalism.
Yep.
The drivers, I don't think I would say the drivers were better, but they were more. So you would have, the story between the likes of Lancia versus Audi, and they would only do certain events to suit their car, the 037s and all that stuff. And the same with Ford, the RS200, the T16s.
Yeah.
Whereas back then you had Mäkinen in the Mitsubishi, Freddie Loix, you had Peugeot came in with the 206, but they had the F2 cars as well. They would do the tarmac events. They were phenomenal. Ford always had a program. You had the Escort WRC coming through. You had the likes of Kankinen, McRae, obviously.
Yeah.
Science.
Some incredible drivers through that era. So I think, and the events as well. The events were a lot better. They weren't. Some of them they didn't have the endurance element that Group B era had.
Yeah.
They didn't have the long rallies. But they were still absolute battles every time. Richard Burns. I haven't even mentioned Richard Burns.
Yeah,
you had
true.
You had two British greats that were fighting it out
100%.
against the likes of Sainz, Kankinen, Mäkinen.
So do you think that the Group B is looked at the same way Super Tourers is?
I think so. Where it was good.
Because they were just beasts and monsters and...
Well, so you say that. I think the cars at the moment, controversial opinion, they don't look as cool. They don't sound as good. But they are a shit ton quicker.
Yeah.
They are.
A lot quicker.
And
it's not even close.
Yeah, and the one thing I've said on the podcast, everyone goes, "Oh, how good was Super Touring, and can we get the manufacturers back?" Go back and look at the timesheets.
Yeah, they're a lot slower. Also, the grids were nowhere near as tight as everybody likes to.
Exactly.
No, they weren't covered by a second like we've got now.
Oh my god! Like qualifying at Knock Hill, I think the whole grid, bar 2 or 3 drivers, was within a second of each other.
Yeah.
And it's, what more do you want?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
These guys are dealing with a quarter of the budget per car per year. Essentially zero manufacturer support. Even the people that say they've got manufacturer support,
They don't have manufacturer support.
I mean, look at the front of the Virtue. There isn't a Hyundai badge on it for a reason.
They get nothing. They get nothing from Hyundai.
Absolutely nothing.
realistically, what do Napa get from Ford? Sweet FA.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate, I would say.
I mean, maybe the closest link would be the Mountune engines, but even that's pulling at a thread.
Yeah, that's tenuous.
Yeah, they might have got some quarter panels to weld onto the back of the Focuses.
Fresh from Turkey.
Exactly. Don't worry, they're white on the inside, so it's all perfect. To be fair, maybe Ash went and got them over the winter break.
Maybe.
That's where it all...
Yeah, that.
Look at this. We're
There we
doing
go.
maths.
There we
I like
go.
this.
I'm going over anyway. Do you want me to bring them back?
Yeah. Pete.
But that's it. I think, a lot of people write touring cars off because they're like, well, it's not Formula One. It's not the pinnacle. I'm like, bollocks. It is the pinnacle of British motorsport.
Yeah.
British motorsport is, I'm not going to lie, did a little bit of digging with this podcast. I listened to, on the way actually up here, was listening to the one with Sarah.
Yeah.
That was good. I enjoyed that. And I listened to the one with Ricky the other week, and he was saying there's a reason why, the UK has more Formula One champions than anywhere else.
Yeah.
There's a reason why, you look at any series in the world, there's always a British driver near the front.
Yep.
It's because the tracks here are lethal. They
Yeah.
don't give you any room,
No.
apart from Silverstone.
Yeah.
But that's
because it has to, it's kind of its nature,
has
isn't
to,
it? Because
right?
it's Formula One.
But, the tracks are great. The cars are incredibly close. Everything's incredibly accessible with touring cars.
And the following.
Oh, God,
The
yeah.
fans.
They're genuine nutcases because they all follow everything.
Yep.
And they are a very, very knowledgeable fan base, which is what I find weird when they come up to me and they ask me to sign their hats. I'm like, that's Ash. Like, he might actually get the record for 5 championships. Go and chat to him. They're like, I want to talk to you. I'm like, what? You know everything.
That's
Why?
because you pop up on their phone when they're having a poo.
I mean, yeah, to be fair. I get them when they're most vulnerable. Exactly that. Which when people,
That's one way to do it.
The guard is down, so they feel like they know you.
yeah, well, that's the thing. People come up to me and they're like, "Oh, I love you. I love your TikToks." And I've got a standard response, which is, "I'm sorry for ruining your morning constitution." Like, I'm sorry if that's where you've gotten to, but touring cars genuinely is fabulous, and they open their doors to me, and I never want to leave.
How did that come about?
Nic Hamilton, of all
Okay.
people. So he was at Virtue, or Accelerate, I should say, in 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Halstead, as much as he's the oldest guy on the grid, is like the most forward-thinking on social media, realistically, for trying to gain exposure. I mean, I know
Yeah.
Tom's got him, he's got, Fortis with him, and they do a great job, and
Yeah.
everybody does kind of the same. Aiden's, by the way, if you've not watched any
He's
of
gold.
Aiden's
Oh,
TikTok,
just gold dust.
brilliant. I love Rob Potts. He's just like, I don't know what to do. And the fact that he's got a podium, he was like, what do I do? And I was like, get the Italian football manager. Sometimes maybe good, holding a
maybe
trophy.
shit.
Sometimes maybe shit, Thruxton. But, so Nick invited me along. He was like, I found you on TikTok. Do you want to come along to, it was the opening round at Donny in 24, and just see what it's like? I was like, yes. Like, this was the first offer I'd ever had to do anything. So I was
Yeah.
like, this is incredible. Went along, and that's where the wooden spoon came from.
Yep.
Because I was like, well, I want to present, but social media is the wooden spoon of presenting. Fuck it, I'll take a wooden spoon.
Why not?
Because I'd love to do what other people do, which is commentate like yourselves and actually properly present for ITV.
Yeah.
I've got to try and get a CV somehow, right? So went along, and I turned around to Nick at the end of it, and I said, that was great. Can I come back to the next round, which was brands? And then just kind of stuck around and have refused to leave. And then was very lucky in 25 when QuickFit said, we'd like you to be a host. I was
Yep.
like, great, amazing. I now actually get paid to be there, which doesn't happen for many people very quickly. Unfortunately, lost the contract with QuickFit this year because they decided to go in a different direction. I was like,
Fair
fine,
enough.
cool. I
Yep.
saw the numbers. I was happy with it. Do whatever you want to do. And I'm just there for the love of the game this year. But, I want to try and create content with touring cars so that more people can see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is they've tried that anyway, haven't they? Because Nick's pushed that through, which is why we now get more on YouTube as we do now. Is so much more accessible.
100%.
I think it's they're starting to do what the V8s do, because I watch the V8s through YouTube. So you pay your £5, and that's for all international viewers, and you can watch the Fox Sports telecast just without the adverts.
Yeah.
You just have a bit of a gap where you get a shot of the track and then
It's
wait
the same
for
with the
their advert.
NASCAR stuff on Premier.
Yeah, so you pay a fiver. I mean, luckily British Touring Cars is renowned worldwide. I mean, we'll come to the Plato news, but there's a reason why it hit Speed Cafe out in Australia, because British Touring Cars is still renowned as a worldwide championship,
Gotcha.
despite being our domestic program. So I've kind of lost track of where I'm kind of heading, but it's the fact that British Touring Cars has now got that worldwide audience on YouTube. It's going to evolve. I think ITV is going to head to streaming eventually.
Probably will, yeah.
I think they also that for me, that's the biggest kicker with touring cars. Is ITV do a great job. You'll never hear me say a bad word about Nikki, Louise,
Yep.
Paul, Jade, and everybody else. They do brilliantly. Sorry,
I mean,
David and Tim. I've got to say that because otherwise they'll shoot me next time I see them. They do a brilliant job. But why is it on ITV4? It needs to be slightly further up the TV guide.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
Because, they own all of the rights to it.
Yeah.
So either give it a better slot, give, the sponsors better exposure, or, for the YouTube side of things, change it up a bit. So instead of showing all the sport races, don't get me wrong, they all need their airtime, but we're here to promote touring cars.
Right.
Not guys in Caterhams and Legends. They do it for the love of the game, right? They're not there to make money. Neither are the touring car drivers for most of them. But make the show Touring Car Sundays. So you've got 3 races, and in between all the 3 races, you've got little segments like, going and playing a round of golf with Mikey Doble and watching Doble absolutely embarrass everybody. Or, going on a dog walk with Tingram and having a chat about the season so far. Going and meeting, Plato and Robo and just having a chin wag. That gives fans more of a reason and more of an insight into who they are, which is why we support them.
But shouldn't that be, I think that's going to be more damaging maybe to the likes of the support categories, because that's the big push for them to get on the TOCA package.
What it probably needs is a bit of both. Maybe using what you were suggesting, not during a race day, but have that all during the week.
Yeah, like if you have the full
yeah.
channel, I think if you had the channel, there should be, like, Tin Top Tuesdays is really, really good. Put that live on there.
Yeah.
So that you've got something to tune into on that week. So you just have that running through. You can go on there. That's their stuff, that behind the scenes stuff. You don't have to make it like Drive to Survive.
No.
But
Yeah.
to have the stuff, you need to see what they do during the week and the real time. Not even current Formula One drivers. I mean, social media is great because you can follow the driver you like when they're doing it now. Like Jake's not in it. I still follow him and see what Jake's up to. He's racing. He's doing this.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
We're all
enjoy it.
motorsport fans, so we will just, you carry on and follow what your people are doing. I mean, I follow a lot more predominantly club motorsport stuff because that's what I'm involved in.
Yeah.
With the presenting as well.
A bit of touring car TV would be quite good.
It would be very
It
good.
would do really well, and you make a very valid point about they need the support series do need exposure as well, and that's their push to get into touring cars. But if touring cars itself has more money, more exposure,
It needs to be put up on a bit more of a pedestal.
exactly, because it is I kind of think of touring cars up there with V8s, NASCAR, Formula One.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It's that good. People just don't understand it. I mean, if I had my way, I'd change the format of the weekends a little bit.
Okay.
I was sceptical about the race to pole. I was really sceptical about it.
So
I was
were
like,
we, yeah.
I was like, what's the point of this? This
But
is
it
just
works.
another 10 races for things to go bang.
Yeah.
Right? And they haven't got budget to play with. So that's kind of sticky, especially for somebody like Ricky, who we didn't even think would make it past Thruxton.
Yeah.
But that has really worked. I've really
I
enjoyed
agree.
that. The only thing I don't like is there's now nothing to do on a Saturday after like 4 o'clock. Beer? Great. All right, cool.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. But, I would keep the race to pole, but make that race 1. And then I would have one sprint race Sunday morning and then a feature race on Sunday afternoon.
The feature race, I always enjoyed the feature race. I still think we need a night race.
Yeah, I'd love to bring a night race back.
But again,
Could you imagine a Saturday twilight race?
Yeah.
The problem is, knowing that we work in motorsport, that's a pain in the arse for the teams.
Oh, God.
Pain in the arse for the teams, and I just know the circuits are going, okay, where's all the
Curfew.
Well, it's curfews, which, if you are part of a local council and you do impose these curfews, fuck you.
Yeah, politely, get in the bin.
Yeah. Just, I'm done with your bullshit because you allow, my roads aren't repaired. Let me have some racing.
Yes.
I pay
pretty
my
much.
council tax. Give me some fucking racing.
The only benefit, I guess, we could say about that is it does give us a nice little slalom down a straight road because all the potholes are there. So you're like, shit, watch out. There we go.
So
nice
you do, just on the drive to work, you do you feel you're in the WRC, which is nice. It's a nice feeling. Don't get
It's
me wrong.
great until your front alloy gets completely twatted.
Battered,
and
yeah.
then you're like, great, okay, that's a grand bill. Didn't need that, thank you.
Superb.
Yeah, just because you didn't feel like filling in a pothole. But before we go any further, because it's perfectly segued into this, we do have something for Tom, haven't we?
We
it's
do.
behind you, which is what I was saying about a bit of BTCC TV.
Yeah, well, we've started giving our guests presents now. We also have the 3D printed driver, which everyone gets.
Oh,
You are a racing driver.
I mean, to
Yeah.
be fair, that looks like me because I'm usually dejected on a pit bull going, why did it break?
Now, the last few times we've done a movie poster, which we did for Ricky, based on Days of Thunder. The Sharp Dressed Man in Ryan Bensley.
Yeah, we did.
And with season 3 coming out on Netflix, and of course,
We're not endorsing that in
suiting
any
you,
way.
You are the gentleman.
Oh, that's so good. Oh, I've got to keep it this way for the camera. That is... Sorry, actually, I've got to look at this. Sorry. That's fabulous.
ChatGPT?
ChatGPT. I love ChatGPT.
I love ChatGPT. I love it. It's even giving me 2 watches. That's great.
You must have got the one off Robo.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Jimmy Savile's watch he's bought.
We got Jimmy Savile's watch and crumbs. Right, so backstory. Otherwise, I'm going to get in trouble with Robo for that. Thank you very much for this, by the way, boys.
No worries.
That's so good.
We have got one for the office as well for you to
100%. We can do more.
Please, yes. I'm going to send that to Guy Ritchie and be like, why haven't you cast it yet, you bastard? But yes, okay, backstory with Robo. So he had a really nice watch on his wrist, and I basically said, that's quite nice. He went, yeah, it was first watch into space. Did you know Jimmy Savile had one? And I was like, you were doing so well. So well.
Now then.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, God, bloody hellfire, mate. Like, this is why touring car drivers are always so straight-faced and PR ready, because something will slip out like that. And all of them are like that. Like, they've all got wicked, dark sense of humour.
Yes.
Even Mikey Doble, who comes across as very, very dry and, occasionally I think he's just a bit shy. But put a couple of beers in him, that boy is hilarious.
Well, so Mikey Doble is coming on this show in a couple of weeks.
Good. I like Doble. He's a good boy.
Mikey is coming on, and he said to me he's fired up and he's ready.
Oh, juicy.
So I think we're going to get
hopefully he's going to get chauffeured and I'll get the beers in.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, get Papa Doble to bring him down from the motorcycle shop.
I mean, there's a couple of things I wanted to... So, a couple of things that you've... First of all, what you said about the broadcast team.
Yeah.
Fantastic, because, and I've said this in a few episodes, me and Scott have had the same conversation, the shit that Nikki Shields is getting.
Oh my God.
Completely unwarranted.
People need to get in the bin. She's bloody brilliant.
It's doing my head in.
She's incredibly knowledgeable. She turns up. The thing that I really, really appreciate about Nikki and Louise specifically, it's kind of what I do, right? Is we're there to do a job. You show the job the respect it deserves.
Yeah.
So you get dressed properly.
Yep.
Like, Nikki was walking through the paddock in a pinstripe camel double-breasted suit, and I was like, you look incredible. Then she opens her mouth and starts coming out with this incredible information, tying things together beautifully. What
more do you want?
What more do you need from a human?
They would like her to look like Steve Ryder.
And talk like Steve Ryder and be Steve Ryder. He's retired.
Yeah.
Yes.
Simple as.
Yes. I'm sure Steve will be watching the broadcast and he'll be thinking she's doing an amazing job.
Yeah. I do it for live stream for club stuff. That's tough enough as it is.
Yeah.
This is our top level motorsport in the UK. She's doing a great job.
I think you'd look great in a double-breasted pinstripe suit.
I probably would.
I also, to be fair, the broadcast, I think one of the smartest decisions they made was actually bringing on Jade as well.
Yeah.
Jade has done a brilliant job. She's very no-nonsense, kind of says it how it is, and her insight is brilliant.
But why haven't they given her a uniform?
Well, so I would also make the rule of if I ever luckily enough got that call, I am waiting. I would say I'm not wearing ITV's clobber. Like, keep me in a stiff shirt and a tie. Like, that's just where I'm most comfy. And it annoys me with Formula One as well. Sorry, this is now going down a satire.
No.
Satirical. No.
Keep going.
It was when you see all of the presenters. They're stood in front of a camera and they're just in they're in a pair of jeans and a t-shirt. I'm like, you are at the pinnacle of the sport. Why the fuck are you not in a blazer and a tie?
Told you it's the pinnacle.
It doesn't need... I'll take that back. Why are you in the most well-known about sport? There you go. I'll play the mediator. But like, why are you at this position and you think it's appropriate to turn up in a t-shirt and like a loose-fitting blazer and just a pair of chinos and some trainers?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not asking everyone to wear a three-piece, but like, put something behind it.
You never saw that with people like Damon and Johnny when they were on there.
No.
Properly as they should be.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
100%.
And Martin's always at least got a button-up shirt on or something.
Exactly. But that's,
exactly, mate. And he's nearly famous.
He's nearly famous. He makes me giggle.
So
like that
good.
genuine. So he's known in my family as Uncle Martin. And the reason that's not like a pervy thing. Don't worry about it. So there's a very, very tenuous link how we're kind of in the same family, not related, but his niece is a girl called Harriet, and she has married my stepmom's nephew. So we've kind of become, I wouldn't say friends, but we know of each other. I'm okay friends with Alex now, but yeah, he's just known as Uncle Martin. Uncle Martin, which sounds really wrong, but I think it's fucking hilarious. The fact he's been on my TV screen since I was about 3 years old is even better.
Yeah, same. And Louise as well. So, like Formula One, growing up, it was Martin that was obviously when he went from McLaren and Jordan into the commentary box in 97.
Yeah.
But who was in the pit lane? Louise.
Yeah. And she's come out with, there's been some iconic moments of her in Formula One people forget. My favourite was when she was chatting to Coulthard.
Yeah.
And they were talking about all of the buttons on the dials. She was like, how do you know to be so accurate and so gentle? Is that I just pretend it's your nipple, Louise. I was like, that's brilliant. How have you got away with that? Only DC could. Like, Louise is really, really lovely with her time as well. Like, you go and approach her like a normal human being instead of just being like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. She'll sit down and have a conversation with you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, I only found out this weekend that she went to the same school as my dad. I was like, oh, bloody hell.
Because she's not far from us, is she? Because,
No.
well, obviously,
No.
Tom, you live not far from me, so we're on the south coast
Yes.
in areas. I won't say exactly where in case random fan, whatever, but
It's fine.
I didn't realise.
It'll be in the comments.
Yeah, exactly.
Link
I
in
know
bio.
exactly. Here's the road.
What 3 words?
Yes, exactly.
and it'd be Scott doing it.
Probably people turn up to see Nadine,
Yeah.
not me, anyways.
But she's sort of Hampshire area, isn't she? So
Yeah, she grew up. Winchester was where she sort of originally hailed from, and that was kind of we ended up getting onto the conversation about it. And yeah, so my dad was a couple of years behind her at school, which is just insane because Jack D was also there.
whole world.
So I was just like Louise Goodman, Jack D, and then my dad. God, that's a fucking downturn, isn't it? Jesus.
What a trio.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Dad. I love you, by the way.
But you're not Jack D.
Yeah, you're not Jack D.
But Louise Goodman, I still don't know why she hasn't been made a dame. Genuinely,
She is the dame of motorsport.
Yeah.
Easily.
But like everybody always rabbits on about Bernie Collins and fair play. She's
fantastic.
She's
at what
doing
she
it.
does.
She's doing a
Flowers.
brilliant job.
Yeah,
But like Louise has been doing that for
30 years.
30 years.
Yeah.
yeah. And she worked for Eddie Jordan on the PR
Anyone that
department.
can, yeah, exactly.
Like-
and she kept him in check.
Yeah.
Which is no mean feat from what I've heard.
And whenever
Yeah.
I work with Richard John Neal, when I do the BRSCC stuff,
Another
with him,
legend.
Another legend. He's actually messaged me about another guest I need to speak to you about after the show, but he always speaks very highly of Lou and just the information that she has and the way she works, and you know Max Coates, who is part of the podcast as well, the way he talks about Lou and other drivers talk about Louise Goodman and how brilliant she is. Again, just needs to be a dame.
Yeah.
Simple.
I'd agree with that. I think that should get done. Like, as much as I want to be a part of the ITV crew, it's like, whose shoes do I step into? Because it's going to be a poison chalice, no matter what happens.
If you had a Mount Rushmore, Louise is on it. Steve Ryder's on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's
And yet, but alongside Murray Walker's up there.
Martin Brundle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's scary that Martin Brundle.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, he's won Le Mans. He's been in a Grand Prix car. Had some.
See, people still give him shit because he never won a Formula One Grand Prix.
He's probably up
So
there.
yeah,
with,
big whoop. So not that many people have. Was it 137 people have ever won a Formula One race?
Exactly that. Like someone said, you got to put this in perspective. Your shittest day in a race car is someone else's best day.
Yeah.
Because they never get that opportunity. So it's either you sitting in the race car or you're sat on the sofa watching other people in race cars.
Exactly.
Yeah. But it's a Sterling Moss situation. He never won a championship, but I would put Martin Brundle up there. He never won a race, but I tell you what,
He went toe to toe with Senna.
He beat him in a Formula 3000, didn't he?
Indeed.
Yeah.
That's like everyone's like Senna's the GOAT. Controversial opinion. I preferred Prost over Senna.
There's a few that do.
Okay.
I prefer Senna, and I have a lot of canvases, but I can respect probably why you think that.
Yeah, like Prost is kind of a very similar vein to Nicky. Like he would get the car to the end.
Calculative risk.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas Ayrton is just, I'm gonna go out, and if the car breaks, the car breaks.
Yeah, as they said though, he never thought anything would happen to him. He thought he was.
God
surrounded
was
by
on
God.
his side.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's a dangerous place to be.
Yeah.
Especially in those cars.
I would see. I think Mansell's better than Senna.
Really?
Oh, now that is
Ooh.
controversial.
I know, and I don't care, but I think he is El Leon, mate. He drove through so much, and he came from absolutely nothing.
I mean, yeah, Mansell is great.
But he does suffer with Brummy.
He does suffer with that. I do feel sorry for anybody that's born north of Watford and south of Manchester. Like that's unfortunate, isn't it? You just have to admit for the rest of your life from the Midlands. It's
Yeah,
great.
yeah. Look at like poor Richard Hammond.
Yeah,
He's managed to make it work though because he doesn't sound like a Brummie.
he has.
He worked really hard not to sound like a Brummie.
Exactly. Well, it's
I'm
his
from
radio
Ross
voice.
on Wye. It's near Birmingham. Get
Yes,
over yourself.
exactly. It's on the Welsh border next to where? Oh, yeah,
Birmingham.
Birmingham. There we go. Very good. But like again, like bringing it back to touring cars, Mansell, you say is better than Senna, came to the touring cars, did pretty well, but
In the wet. Only in the wet.
yeah, only in the wet. But that
Although,
shows you
to
how
be
stacked
fair-
the grid was.
Yeah.
and
although,
still is.
Although to be fair, that Mondeo was very good in the wet because look at what Will Hoy did in that Mondeo at
Yeah.
the Silverstone round earlier in the year.
Yeah.
In the wet, the Mondeo was very good. Derek Warwick, another very good Grand Prix driver, Le Mans winner. I would put him alongside Martin Brundle, two greats. Never won an F1 Grand Prix, but in terms of greatest British drivers, you've got to put him up there.
Yeah.
And he struggled in the touring car. Won at Knock Hill in the wet, but otherwise, he struggled.
So am I right in believing that you're a big Ash Sutton fan? Is that correct?
I respect him massively.
How
I respect him and Tingram, and I respect a lot of the drivers on the grid.
Can't bloody talk to him though, can you?
No, I do. No, I do.
you do things I can't. Well, to be fair, I'm a bit like that sometimes.
But I mean, if Ash wins number 5 this year, he can arguably be counted as one of the greats, the greatest.
without
I
shadow of
think
a doubt.
I think he has to be top 3
That'll
touring
be
car
go-
drivers of all
as soon
time.
as he does that, GOAT status.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Like, and let's be honest, it's not like anybody's given him an easy ride of it.
Hell
Like,
no.
The past several years have been for Hammer and Tom.
Yeah. And now, thanks to Ricky on the sofa a few weeks ago, he could potentially have his own religious following by the end of the year.
I did see that. To be fair, like there have been moments when I've looked at Ash in the 3 years that I've been there, and I've just kind of gone, "How the fuck have you done that?" Like the one that stands out to me was his start at Thruxton last year.
Yeah.
And by the complex, he'd gone up 4 places and had taken the lead, and he'd gone past, I think it was Cookie, Tingram, and somebody else.
Yeah.
They're like, you cannot touch Cookie at Thruxton.
No.
He's too good.
He's the king.
Yeah. Tingram won the championship last year and was in a bit of a rocket ship. And whoever, I think it might have even been Dan Cam, is in the same car as him. And Ash has just gone, nah, and has just gone straight past
He's
everybody.
different gravy.
He is different gravy, and he is quality.
It's really, really hard because obviously I tried to stay impartial, and you kind of you'll see some drivers go to the back like a Tingram, a Jake, a Cookie or a Sutton, and some of those drivers you'll be like, okay, they can get to mid-pack. If Sutton's at the back, I'm like, he could be right at the front.
He could win it.
Yeah, like Tingram has to be fired up and you really have to piss him off. And then
Yeah.
he'll go and do something like Donny race 3 last year where he went from like 17th to I think 2nd.
Yeah.
Insane. Sutton will do that on a regular
The
basis.
difference, the thing I've noticed with that though, Tingram doing it, and I was noticing this in qualifying as well. Track limits. Ash does it without hitting those track limits.
Yeah, and you look at the car. The car is all over the shop. I don't know what he's doing under braking, and if he's just what the toe of the rear wheels is like. But you just see he's just dancing.
But also, the other thing as well, and I was having this conversation at Ford Fair on Sunday, actually, with someone that knows Tony Carrozza. And it's that relationship between engineer and driver. So
Yeah.
Tom Ingram's got Spencer,
Yeah,
and Ash Sutton has got Tony. And I think as well as everyone looks on the telly, and it's a battle of the drivers.
No.
As well as that, it's the engineering working with the driver to get the package.
the guy in your ear or lady in your ear is incredibly valuable.
Yeah.
And it's again, hats off to be at the front of that championship for as long as Ash has, for as long as Tingram has.
Yeah.
It's insane.
You've only got to look at the people that Ash has actually beat as well. When
Yeah.
you put it into perspective, he beat Jason in equal machinery,
Yeah.
right? And JP is no slouch. Most
When
winningest driver, knows how to get the job done.
Exactly. And I mean, even look at Dan Cam. Like, people kind of forget how good Dan actually is.
Yeah.
You look at most of the qualifying records,
Well,
he
Paul-
has all of them.
Paul spoke to him on the broadcast, and people forget his
How tall he is.
Apart from that,
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You're like, oh, bugger off. And that's another pretty tall, talented racing driver. You're like,
but his and Paul reminded everyone his record in junior Formula is like
Outstanding.
British Formula Ford as it was back then when he was on it, and he won every single.
I'll tell you
race.
what, right? Dan Cam is in touring cars because he wants to be in touring cars. He could have easily raced much higher echelon than British touring car in terms of factory drives is what I'm getting at. He could have been in WEC.
oh, like, yeah.
You know what I mean?
As
Right? So
I-
he could have gone
yeah.
on and been a Porsche factory driver. With,
100%.
Right? He's in touring cars because he wants to bloody be there and wants to win it.
Gotcha.
Because it's one of the hardest championships to win.
Especially when your teammate's Sutton. Like it's and that's it. The other thing is, right, people are forever coming out to me and going, when's Chilton going to hang up his boots? I'm like, whenever Chilton wants to. Like Chilton,
he can do it the hell he
is
likes.
like, people forget he is a fucking talented peddler as well.
Yeah.
Like don't get me wrong, this year he's had square fuck all luck. Like it has not really gone his way.
Donington was not a good round for him.
Control Alt Delete
every single time.
Oh my god,
I felt so bad for him. But like people always like, there's two stories on this thread, but when people say, "Oh, is that Max Chilton's brother?" I'm like, "Ooh," I'm like, "No, Max is Tom's brother."
Yeah.
Like, let's get that one squared off straight away.
yeah.
Tom obviously did all of the stuff with Top Gear back in the day, back when he had crazy hair. Back when he went and did Take Me Out, No Likey, No Lighty.
Oh, that was brilliant, wasn't it? Do.
Yeah, exactly. Just gets
I'm
out
a
his
racing
saxophone.
driver.
And unfortunately, that was at the time when touring cars weren't really that sexy at all.
No.
I remember Tom in the touring cars though, because I went to college
Star
with a girl
Wars.
who's like,
The Star Wars Civic was sick.
yes.
It was just him on his own, the Arena Motorsport Civic in the Lego Star Wars livery. That was it.
It was epic.
It was, honestly though, he was a proper heartthrob.
He was.
Yeah, my sister fancied him.
Yeah, one
And
of the
she
girls I
didn't
went to
even like
college
touring
with.
cars.
Yeah.
Like literally, she had pictures of him everywhere. Like, oh my god, it's like really.
But that's it, right? So this puts it into perspective just how talented, like how stacked the grid is. Tom is a very talented driver. You put him in a car that's got no downforce, he's hard to beat.
Yep.
Right? Even his brother, in the same cars at Goodwood, Tom will be a little bit quicker more often than not than Max, because Max is used to downforce. Tom's only got 14 victories in the touring cars.
Which is mad considering the amount of time he's been in the championship.
But he then did go off and do World Touring Cars, and arguably developed a car. What was it? The Ford Focus. They went out and did World Touring Cars with the Aeon livery, and
he helped build that car as well, the Aeon Focus.
He's very good at building a car, because he's just done the one with RML as the development driver.
Yeah.
That mad 911 thing.
yeah.
And apparently Plato got out of that and went, that's terrifying. And Chilton's just driving it around. It's like, yeah, this is great.
He is like in his head, I think he is still like a little bit of a child.
No, there's no thinking about that. He definitely is. Like, you get him chatting and he is one of the most effervescent, funny human beings in the world. But on that same note, right, people only care about Tom, or like people that are casual fans care about Tom because of who his brother was, right, in Formula One.
Yeah.
It boils my piss at touring cars when I hear people going, do you know who that is? That's Lewis Hamilton's brother. I'm like,
Yeah.
get in the bin,
off.
piss off out of the paddock. I'd never want to speak to you ever again. That's disgusting.
When Sarah described to us, she came on the show, and she described what he has to go through every time he gets out the car.
Oh, it's
like, Jesus.
It's awful. And like I am very, very lucky and very privileged. It was Nic's first round back, and he was with Unlimited last year in the Cupra.
Yep.
And I basically wanted to get an interview with him. And my whole thing with chatting with the drivers is trying to get to know what they're about. So I managed to speak to one of the guys at Unlimited and said, look, I'd love to chat to Nic. A guy called Lewis, who is his data engineer. Actually, he was the data engineer for Max Hall.
Okay.
Before that all went to tits. And I basically said, can I have an interview with Nic? And he was like, well, he doesn't really like chatting to people. Go in with one line. I was like, okay. I was like, I couldn't give a flying fuck who his brother is.
Yeah.
2 minutes later, Nic's girlfriend came out. We had a chin wag, told her everything. And she went, yeah, cool. Come and sit in the back of the truck. We had a chin wag.
Yeah.
And I'll go back to Nic all of the time. He is the most inspirational human that I know personally. And, you know, how that chap has not been put forward for getting a sports personality award. This year, thanks to Snet with his Jack Sears win, he fucking should at least be considered. Like, he was told, you're never going to walk. And he's like, well, fuck that. I'm going to get in a race car. And as we've been saying, it's an incredibly stacked grid.
And again, you've got Sutton and Ingram, who are, that's 6 titles between them. Made the point of, hold the presentation, we're going to go stand around the front of the truck.
Yeah. We were all stood,
and they're in tears.
All of us were. Like, we were all stood. I don't know how I ended up positioning myself there, but I was next to, it was Tingram, Sutton, and I can't remember the last driver who was there. I think it might have been Flash, actually.
Okay.
So we were all stood there. All of us are crying. Like, everybody in the paddock is crying. You've got, the guy from Goodyear, Mickey.
Yeah.
He's pulling Nic up and onto the stage, and Nic's getting a massive ovation. Not a dry eye in the room. It was incredible, and I could still hear people saying, "That's Lewis Hamilton's brother." I was like, just fuck off.
But it's also the twats that go online, and again, we've said this in previous episodes. It's the ones that go online and hide behind anonymous profiles, and they're digging him out.
The worst.
They are like some sick shit.
Yeah, I've got no time for it. It's disgusting.
It's
like he
inhumane.
He is there to prove to himself, not to anyone else, that he can drive a race car.
And again, you look back at the timesheets, less than a second.
Yeah.
Mate, let's be honest. When we spoke to Ryan about how difficult those British touring cars are to drive,
from what I've heard, they try and kill you in a straight line.
Yes,
like they do not like sort of driving along, and you have to get it onto an absolute knife edge for it to work for you properly. To get it onto that knife edge, that's beyond pretty much anybody, regular. And Nic will have some seriously good rounds where you just think, where the fuck did that come from?
Yep.
That was insane.
But the fact that he has to do that and put the car on the knife edge and get it in the window with limited budget, and then at the end of the weekend he's popping fucking shoulders back in, and he's doing so because of his cerebral palsy.
Yeah, it's insane. Like you see, like even like little things, right? Getting into the trucks. Getting into the truck for Nic it's
not easy, is it?
It's not easy.
No.
Like I've walked behind him a couple of times, and you see he's like properly pulling at the handles to get himself up. I wouldn't even want to do that, and Nic's like, "Yeah, it's all part of it.
Yep.
Like I'm here to prove that I can do it. I will fucking do it." That man is so unbelievably stoic, and the crap that he has to put up with online with people that are, quite frankly, chatting out their arse. He's a far better human being than me.
Yeah, I nearly dropped the C-bomb then, because that's probably what I would describe them as.
Yeah,
Say
me
it.
too.
I'll be honest. Yeah, and I'm keeping that in there.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Let's carry on this conversation then, because the visceral shit that I've seen online concerning Plato racing. So it's kind of been the elephant in the room.
Good segue.
Very good segue. You'd almost think you professionally commentate and present there, good sir.
I try.
You do very well.
I try. Again, club stuff, but I try.
Yeah.
It's 99% of what I'm reading online is absolute 100% weapon grade bollocks.
Yeah,
and that's
horseshit. Yeah,
and that is the downside that I'm seeing of social media with this Plato racing that's now turned CPRL situation to play out.
It's I mean, like as I was saying before we got on the podcast, I know that much,
and we know that much because
we kind of in that business, and we're friends with people that are in the know, right?
Yeah.
But I was chatting to Adam about it. Obviously, he's a customer of the team, and he went, "I don't know anything."
The fact he had to emphasise that though is bad enough.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
because people are going to probe him.
Yeah,
and he's bought seat. He's there to drive a car, and in his words, "I don't care as long as the car is there."
And he said this before. He quite likes the fact he can now just go home, do his stuff, be a dad, be a business owner.
Doesn't have to run a team anymore.
No, exactly. And that stress.
Exactly. But like you chat to Robo, and he's just there like, people hate me.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know what I've done to deserve this. Like, obviously the team is set up, and then shit hits the fan, and everyone's just decided, right, Robo's the scapegoat. Everybody jump on him.
They needed one, didn't they?
Everybody needs a scapegoat.
Purely because, I mean, let's look at the actual facts. Team hit financial hardship. It was, and it's out in Touring Car Magazine now, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Buy that copy. Support Touring Car Magazine, because Mick does a great job.
It is
of that.
very good.
Proper journalistic insight. They lost 2 major sponsors because shit happened in Iran.
Right, come on. You've had your spider graph. You've had it out. Come on.
Show us this long yarn, then, darling.
Well, I wasn't going to mention this yet. I was going to get the serious line out of the way. But technically, you can link the Epstein files to the downfall of Plato Racing.
Explain.
So the Epstein files get published. Donald Trump is in them. Donald Trump's trying to divert from that. He starts the Iran war. The Iran war starts. Sponsors get scared. Various stuff happens. Strait of Hormuz closes. The Plato sponsors that were looking to sponsor the team, they pull out because of the Iran war. Hence the issue with Plato Racing. So if you connect the dots,
blame Trump.
Do you know what's brilliant? That's a more logical conclusion than what I've seen on social media. Like, that genuinely actually follows a track, whereas the people on social media are like, oh, well, Plato's name was on the side of the car, it's now not on the side of the car, so it's got to be the other person whose name's on the car, it's Robo.
Yeah.
But the actual facts are, they've gone in, and Paul Harvey explained it on a previous podcast. The team was put into administration by Cataclean. They were one of the creditors, so they're protecting themselves.
Yeah, they have to. So what are you going to do? Throw a multi-million-pound business down the drain?
Exactly. So effectively what they've done, as well as doing the initial loan to help prop up the team, they've now stepped in to fund them, at least for Donington. We still don't know what's going to happen for the other rounds yet.
No. I'm pretty sure the cars are going to be there, but I don't know how and with what names on the side of the car.
Yeah, so the joint administrators are still in charge. It's not as if Cataclean's gone ours now.
Yeah.
No.
They've just gone to the joint administrators and probably paid them a bit of money to get them on the grid for Donington, because a functioning race team is a lot more viable as an option than one that suddenly goes into the garage and gets the door shut.
We've seen that with One Motorsport. I doubt they're going to come back, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
We've seen that one. Yeah,
we've seen it in Formula One countless times. I mean, our era would probably be Arrows, right? What happened
there?
Yeah,
exactly.
With Walkinshaw. So effectively, what we know is factually, Cataclean have stepped in. And people are reading into company's house and they've got the boards out and, they must have done this. How the fuck do you know this? You don't.
Yeah.
All you know is the facts. Okay.
Yeah, and you're just trying to find the links.
Exactly.
It's all conjecture.
And let's put in the most important fact of all. British motorsport is horrendously expensive.
I've got some stuff to rant about on that, completely unrelated. Don't you worry.
And that's the thing. If you lose a sponsor like it's just happened to Gus Burton.
Yeah.
He's just lost one of his title sponsors, and he's like, I've got to find 300 grand. What?
Yeah.
People don't understand that most racing drivers are actually professional, I mean this in the greatest way, professional prostitutes. They're like, right, how much of me can I sell without killing myself so that I can drive a car?
Because it's either that or OnlyFans, let's be honest.
Exactly.
And nobody wants to see us on OnlyFans.
No. However,
you might get away with
it. My girlfriend would, I would. But no, it's quite funny. You go over to Europe, the amount of race cars have got OnlyFans written on the door.
God, yeah.
It's hilarious. But that's what it was originally designed for.
Exactly.
It was a way for fans to chat to their drivers and the people that they loved. And then Bonnie Blue got involved, and everyone was like, okay.
Although, to be fair, there is the tenuous link of someone that's doing both, Rennie Gracie. And she is very good at what she does. She won the championship last year. And she's raced at Bathurst.
Fair play to herself.
And takes the pork sword on the regular. But that's a different story.
Of all things I thought was going to be said today, pork sword was not at the top of that
That's
list.
very James May and Top Gear, that.
That's very good.
True though. Again, am I just like the Epstein link? Am I wrong?
We should set one up. Only drivers, for racing drivers trying to sell themselves to get sponsorship.
Ooh, how long before Ricky Collard's on it?
Well,
He's probably already fucking done it, that boy.
I also want to make a point
Country
about
Cowboys.
I wonder where that came from. Just him lying in a field of wheat. Hey, darling.
I do want to make a point because the wonderful people online as well. Why is Ricky Collard racing Ingram so hard? Because he's paid for his fucking seat. That's why.
Yeah, Ricky doesn't give two shits who you are.
No,
he will.
He's there for himself and himself only.
Do you know who Ricky really reminds me of?
Go on.
Because he's not driving this year. It's Senna Proctor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Senna.
Well, apart from the fact
look at what he did.
Apart from the fact you got little and large. Sorry, I mean tall, not large. Senna. Don't come for me. He's a big, scary bloke.
He reminds me of twins, like Danny DeVito and
That's so good. Oh, that's so good.
New movie poster incoming.
Yes. But no, like those two drivers are incredibly talented, incredibly aggressive, and they do not care if their teammate is in a championship. It's
No.
Because at the end of the day, if they don't get the results, their sponsors might go, well,
You
what's
let
the
him
point?
pass, what's the point? Yeah.
Ricky's
Exactly.
fighting for his life.
Yeah.
And he's still fifth in the points.
He's doing an incredible job.
Yeah, and that's not just because he sat on that fucking couch and we had a great podcast. Ricky is just, and I say it again, he is box office and he's genuinely a brilliant racing driver.
Yeah. And the other thing, he's a personality.
Yes.
And it's nice to have those. Because also, if you look at it from a commercial perspective, you want personalities, right?
Hell yeah.
One of the reasons that Plato's so loved.
Personality.
He made you watch.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
And the same can be said for Matt Neal, right? Like those two did not like each other. I don't think they send each other Christmas cards each year.
I think they're all right now. They're both sort of
back
mellowed, but no.
Oh, God, yeah. Like that bit when Matt goes to punch him and Jason's still got his helmet on. It's like, I'm sorry, Matt. I know you're a hard bastard, but like, that's a dumb move. But like, people watched for that.
Yes.
You enjoy the characters.
God, yeah. And Jake Hill's another one, right?
Yes.
Like, he will not be silent. He's very much his father's son. Like, if he's got something on his mind, he'll say it.
Good.
Or he'll punt the driver off the track. Nic Halstead at Knock Hill.
Yep.
Coming up to lap him, and he was like, nah, out of the way. Move.
Bye.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, but that's what we want to see, right? We want to see personalities. We want to see top tier drivers just not caring and just going, well, my championship matters to me.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, if you're a Tingram fan, I can understand it's a bit annoying when Collard's just like, it's, Tingram, Collard, Sutton. I can understand that animosity.
Do you think, though, the championship for Tom is gone?
Oh, God, yeah.
It's over
Right,
100 points. No.
I'm sorry, but like,
they're still trying to punt it as Tingram versus Sutton.
No.
There's no championship. Ash has won it. Give him the trophy.
it's Sutton versus his reliability at this point,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
has been pretty bloody
And
good.
let's be honest, look, Dan Cam's P2.
No, Tingram just squeaked above.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
So Dan Cam, why are we not talking about Camish and Sutton and Camish and it's always about Ingram and Sutton, Ingram and Sutton, Ingram and Sutton. I get it. It's been box office for a couple of years, but the other guys are kind of there doing a cracking job. Look at Adam.
Oh my God, what is it? 4 podiums from 6 races?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will just say this out there. Okay, don't fuck with the drivers just because the championship try and make BOP adjustments.
Like, it's support the driver that you have the best emotional connection with. That's the way that I've always kind of done it, right? Like, so for me, everybody rants and raves about Lewis Hamilton. I'm a big Jenson Button fan.
Yeah.
Love
I was just
JB.
like, I love JB. He's great. He's a legend. He was the original British playboy from the early noughties.
Well, he was trained by DC, wasn't he?
Very much so. And DC, another entertaining driver. It doesn't matter if your driver is winning or not. It matters whether or not you still have the passion to follow that given driver.
Yep.
Right? Like, the other one that gets me, so your next guest, Mr. Mikey Doble. I absolutely adore that human being. He does not get the press and the plaudits that
No, he does
should.
not.
And he came from the school of hard knocks in BMW compacts. And that shit's hard to win.
Yeah. And like, you see him like that. He managed to be, I don't know if it was his first season. It was definitely my first season there, though. It was when he was in 24, he was racing alongside ATS.
Yep.
ATS, not a bad peddler.
No,
right?
Been
Like,
around for a good long while.
Pretty long while, right? He knows his stuff and he was very good in that Astra.
Yeah.
Mikey just came in and just went, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just going to go and go and go and go. And then when he finally got that victory at Snat, okay, you could argue, it was a race 3, but it's like, it's still a
It doesn't
fucking
matter.
race.
It doesn't matter. You can't take that away from
No.
anybody.
So he went and won it in the Astra.
The impressive thing was pole at Silverstone.
Yeah. Like,
We'll touch on that when he's here.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. An incredibly talented driver.
Incredibly.
But everybody in that paddock is. I feel bad that I haven't named everybody.
No.
But like,
And Ryan sat where you are.
Yeah.
Again, and people are making comments, oh, he's at the back, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, Stock Hatch champion. That was an incredibly different championship to win. Civic
Yeah.
Cup, he's done his hard knocks in club racing.
you win Civic Cup, you are legit one of the best drivers going. Like,
Fuck yeah.
One of my mates, a guy called Jordan Banks, subtle plug, he's currently in the Tegua Championship.
He is, yeah.
And
that's tough.
That's tough. And he's had a hit and miss season, but he's currently going for P4 in that.
Yeah.
He's wondering, do I try and go Civics and just try a Civic Cup and try and aim for P10, P15?
Wow.
And I was like, do you want to do that? I was like, mate, if I get top 10 in Civic Cup, I'm legit up there with like the best drivers going.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for Bensley to go and win it, that's a legit peddler.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you cannot take that away from him.
Because he then goes into TCR and does the same.
Yeah.
I think it's just one of those ones, though, isn't it? If you don't go into touring cars straight away and you're not quick instantly, you're kind of like, they're just paying for their seat again. It's another one, just a waste of time. But he's had so much little running in that car and time, and he's going in and he's within that second straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's beating himself up because he's he's not up there himself.
But let's be honest, Josh Cook, his teammate, right? Phenomenal peddler. Nobody's going to say otherwise.
Brilliant in a C1. Although Bensley's better.
Yeah. Cookie's struggling, right,
Yeah.
this year. He's not having a great year.
No.
Like,
Speaking of Cookie, how fucking impressive was he in race 3?
So good.
oh, god damn.
Jesus Christ.
So good.
Like, my God, what a... Gordon Shedden, that's how you do it, mate. Like, genuinely, that thing was crabbing and he still kept, like, my
Oh yeah, because
God.
that was it. It was coming down to the chicane before the.
It's
It's just doing that. I was like, is something broken?
Either he's got a rear toe link bust or he's got a puncher.
Hey, mate, you know what that is?
What?
Gen 1 C1s. What do they do under braking?
Well, it's true.
Bit of that.
It's to be fair, anybody that drives a front wheel drive race car, that you just see them slammed on the brakes and they're just doing this. I'm like, in rear wheel drive, I'm just like, no, I quite like it nice and straight. Actually, like, why are you doing that? Stop it. Like, I did. To be fair, but I learned how to drive in a front wheel drive car. You'll like this. So my first ever car, 1 litre Volkswagen Lupo,
Good.
absolute boy.
Yeah.
2 clutches, 4 sets of fronts in a year.
Someone
You
was in the
hero.
car parks. Ba 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 ba.
Oh, so as I cut my teeth over Salisbury Plain. So it was basically because you've got
Some of the roads out there are brilliant.
they're great, but it's like you're driving around there at like 2 a.m. It's basically a giant unrestricted MOD base,
Yes.
and you've got tanks crossing the fields all the time, and yet you've got like the little ruts, and you'll just see a sign that says, "If you see a tank, brake." We took that as if you see a tank, floor it. And it was me and all of 50 horsepower, just like, come on, no, we'll beat that. And it was a couple of times that you just go straight in front and the tanks won't brake. They will not touch them. And it's just, you go past, and like, whoa. And you look in the rearview mirror, and as soon as you've crossed it, you've just got a turret going across. You're like, oh, that was close. That was... Just a minute.
Let's do it again.
Yeah, exactly. And then I went from that into Mark V Ford Fiesta Z-Tech S.
Ooh, Mark V was a brilliant chassis.
Proper car, that.
Yes.
Loved that. But yeah, I learned to brake with the thing going like this, and it was great fun. But now I've gotten used to rear-wheel drive and a near 3-ton Range Rover. I stand on the brakes and it starts moving. I'm like, what is this? I don't like this.
You'll get used to it. You do it in those.
Yeah, to be fair.
Anchor up in them thing, you get them done right. You stand them on the nose like a front wheel drive car. They're brilliant.
The only time that I've had that in a rear-wheel drive car was at Snet. First proper race weekend in 944 going into Agostini. That is the slipperiest braking zone I've ever encountered
Brilliant,
in my life.
though, isn't it?
So good.
Because you just brake and you're just like, that's a wall, that's the grass, into second, and the thing flicks back round. You're like, and power through. Yes, very good.
That's the one. Love
we go.
Snet. Snetterton's brilliant.
Snet is a great track.
So
Good for
many-
confidence building.
Yeah, it really, really is. It's got everything.
Well, that's why. Well, what was it we were saying? That we've always gone Snetterton testing, haven't we?
Yeah, if you want to test, Snetterton is one of the best tracks to do.
I mean, bearing in mind where we're based here is sort of Camberley area. I'm based in Southampton, so I will drive the 3.5 hours to go to Snet to do a track day.
Yeah.
Because it's got everything.
Yeah. And also, my dad lives 40 minutes away. So I'm just like, golden. I can have a lovely dinner when I get home. But Snet is great. I mean, the turn 1, that is a take your brave pills.
yeah.
Yes.
And if you can take your brave pills through there, suddenly everything starts to flow. You're like, oh, that was nice. And I can remember going over the data with the guy I was sharing the car with, a guy called Ryan Moan, and he has been pedaling that car for 6-7 years, and he is beating 968 club sports in that. He's keeping up with a lot of guys in boxes and beating them. So I was like, if there's anyone to learn from, that's probably not bad. And going through turn 1, I was still of the belief of just like leave your braking as late as you can and then kind of flick it in. But he was just showing me on the data, he was like, you're going in 10 mile an hour quicker, but I'm leaving 15 mile an hour quicker. Sort it out.
Yeah.
The 18-year-old came out and went, what if I combine both? So I was like, I'll brake really late and I'll just stand on the throttle and just hope it works. And it would meet the outside curve, just came really quickly. I was like, oh, God, here we go. Just bouncing all over the place.
Yeah, I'm going through the field.
Yes, it was just terrible. But like, it just Snet is a great track. And the other one that I really like is when you go under the bridge.
Yeah,
that little
Brunder Winter Nelson.
Yeah.
That's great. You get that right and you feel like a champion.
Yeah.
Coram is the only corner I don't like, but that is full confidence.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you just need to know the chassis underneath you.
Exactly that.
Yeah, don't try and go into that like flat. I tried that once in the Boxster. See how long I could hold it through. First time I went there in that thing, and C1 it's flat.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh yeah, let's see how we can push it and just come off the throttle. And it's like, okay. Oh, we're going over there. I didn't do Murray's.
It's one of those who just like, I have created a new pit straight here, boys. I'll see you down at turn 1.
That's it.
Shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
But that was it. It's like, I was doing a day of testing before, and James Gornall was coaching another great
Jiggy,
BRDC driver, right? And he was telling me, I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm flat through Coram in a 968, and I was like,
okay, fair play.
what? I was like, yeah, no, it's fine. So I was like, I'll try it flat then. didn't try that again. That was genuinely terrifying.
How much poo was coming out?
Yeah, baby wipes were used. It was awful.
Code brown.
But then, like, I tried to save it because I was like, this is fine. We're good. And I was so focused on keeping all four wheels on the track that I'd forgotten there was a corner afterwards that comes up really quickly. So I was like, shit, okay, I'm in the middle of I need to be over on the right. So I went hard over to the right, put it into third and just tipped it in. But I put it into third and I was carrying too much speed. So the rear kind of locked. And I was like, huh. Clip the sausage curb on the inside. And there's a brilliant picture of me on two wheels getting track limits on the exit. I was like, oh God, that went wrong. I just
Giving it the full Michael Gambon.
Yeah, I came in and Ryan was like, what the fuck was that? Have you broken my car? And I was like, I hope not. But the gear linkage feels a bit off. And I snapped something at the back. But it was just a case of, we'll just put some tyres in there. That'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
That's a proper motorsport fix, so it's done.
Yeah.
I called it a bodge and he genuinely wanted to punch me in the face. Yeah, I learned don't call race car logic bodge.
It's not a bod. Yeah, it's
If it works.
It ain't.
work.
Yeah.
If it works, it ain't a bodge.
No, exactly.
It's proper engineering if it works.
But yeah, I love racing. I just need to get out in it more. And the fact that you've parked that Boxster up there, and we had a conversation at Thruxton, and I was like, I really want a Boxster race car. And I've had a look around it, and it's lovely. I was like, Nadine's going to hate you if I rock back up and go, babe,
I want a race car.
I bought a race car. I'm already 5 figures deep on YouTube, so I thought, why not do the same with a race car?
So where did it start for you, the race car, the actual doing the race car bit?
Oh, the actual doing the race car bit. So I was reached out to by a guy called Sam Callahan, who races in the Carmel Porsche Trophy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And in a past life, he was an X Factor contestant.
Yeah.
Quite a good singer. And he'd basically been brought in to promote the series through his following. But as he'll admit, his kind of relevancy, I suppose, which I hate having to use that word, has kind of died off. So the championship, we're looking for somebody else to come in that wants to go racing, that can promote the series. So, excuse me, Filippo, good man. What a boy. He's proper old school racer.
Yeah.
He reached out and he was just like, do you fancy jumping in a 944 which is to college? You can promote the championship, what the college does, and it'd be great. I was like, yeah, sick, amazing. So went to SNET, had a little look around the paddock, saw what everybody was doing. I was like, yeah, let's get involved, let's do it. So he then sent me to Brands, met up with Colin Tester, or Mr. Brands, as many people like to call him. Went round there, did it, nearly wiped out Nic Hamilton during my ARDS test.
What happened?
I did ask for it, if I'm being honest. But so Nick was there doing hot laps in his
For context,
Cupra.
you're in a C1.
I am in a Citroen C1, yes, the world's most powerful car, obviously. And I said to Nick in the driver's briefing in the morning, and it's just an open track day, so obviously no overtaking at corners. I said, if you see a white and blue C1, feel free to give it some hassle. It'll be quite funny. Didn't expect him to take me up on it, especially whilst I'm doing my ARDS test. And we're coming into paddock, and obviously you're in a C1, so you're at Mac Jesus. You're like, I'm going as quick as I can, cursing the fact that it hasn't got more power. Look in the rear view, coming into the braking zone, I'm like, there's no one. All right, fine, I'll take the line. And as I'm turning in, suddenly this touring car just appeared on the outside of me, and I'm just like, what's going on? Lifted off the throttle slightly, the back end just came out. I should clarify, it was in greasy conditions on semi-slicks.
Are we talking like midwinter Brands?
Yeah, we're talking like November Brands.
Oh, she's flippy.
Yeah, she that nice. Colin's prep to me was, I've seen C1s on their roof in conditions like this at the bottom of paddock. Best
Mate, they go on their roof during midsummer.
Yeah. So I was like,
we know.
Yeah. So I said, great pep talk, really needed that. So as the back end's coming round, I'm just looking at Nick's touring car and I'm like, please don't. And Colin's just shouted, floor it. So I have pulled it around and I've just washed clean across the front of Unlimited's touring car, and then Nick just waving at me in the rear view. And I was like, you asshole, why did you do that? So yeah, that was terrifying, but great fun. It was a learning experience. Don't take your eyes off what you're doing.
Yeah.
And then just kind of, unfortunately, we've had not that much luck this year. Out of the 4-5 race weekends that have happened, I've only been able to turn up to 2 of them. First one was in the 924. Throttle cable snapped on practice quali. Race 1, it just cut out. race 3, the cooling system exploded going down into tower. And I was really annoyed because that was my first ever overtake. I was like, yes, I'm going to do it. Bang.
Too much excitement.
Yeah. So then that got written off. Donny couldn't go to. There was another round at Silverstone, couldn't go to that. But Snet turned up and I went in Ryan Moan's 944 that time because they were like, we feel really bad. You turned up and you're trying to make a big YouTube series and everything was breaking. So I went out at Snet and got a podium on my first race weekend. So I was like, come on. We'll ignore the fact that there were only 6 cars in my class, but the podium is a podium.
Doesn't matter,
mate.
So yeah, and now I'm hopefully going to do some driver coaching with Charles Rainford at Brands in a Cayman, so that should be good fun. And hopefully, if all is working, we'll do Thruxton in the 944 and then a 6-hour Burkett at Silverstone in the 44.
Yeah, baby.
Which should be epic. I'm really looking forward to that. But the problem that I've now got is every time I look at a race car, I want
a race car.
You've got the bug, haven't you?
It's bitten.
Little bit, yes. Like I will say forever that on the road there are not many better drivers. Not because I drive quickly, but just because I do everything to the nth degree perfectly. And I drove professionally for 10 years as a chauffeur. So like I'll drive quickly, but you won't realise we're driving quickly. My girlfriend always says that she's never nervous if one hand's on the wheel. It's when the second one goes on. She's like, right, okay, we're driving now.
100% correct on that one.
Yes, but when it comes to racing, you know, I want to be a sponge at the moment, and it's just a case of I want track time. And I was listening to your podcast with Sarah, and you were talking about how when the door shuts, everything goes away. For me, it's almost similar. When the door shuts and you're going down to the assembly area, fucking hate it. I hate sitting in the assembly area. It's awful. I'm literally sat like
legs shaking.
Oh god, it's awful. And everyone else is just stood there because there's club sport. Everyone's just having a ciggy or just popping a Pro Plus to get them in the mood.
Smelling salts is a good one.
Yeah. Or if you're Ricky Collard, these little like power shots that are like 15 Red Bulls in one.
Yeah, and he's got enough energy as it is. He don't need no more.
Yeah, madness.
He should have his own one called Track Limits.
Or gives you the flash. But yeah, so and it's for me, it's the warm up lap when I'm just getting all the tires, brakes, everything. I'm just like, right, okay, this is now just down to you. Try it, and then as soon as those lights go on, you're like, right, I'm gonna kill anybody that's in front of me. I don't care. Let's just go. The problem that I've got is I'm driving somebody else's car, so I'm like, don't
break the car,
break it.
Yes.
Which unfortunately, to win, you kind of have to be like, well, it doesn't necessarily matter if I break it. I need to win.
Wait till you do an endurance race for the first time and you start and you go, we've got 6 hours and you're out first. Don't break it.
Yeah. Well, that was it. Is I went to, you go to a brake car and, you're sharing a 160 grand seat in a Ginetta. And the guy goes out and bins it. And within the first 15 minutes.
Yeah. Everyone hates that guy. Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy. I've made my living out of being that guy, but I don't want to be that guy. Like that would just be awful. But no, I've definitely got the bug, and I want to just go racing. It's just the best form of meditation and pushing yourself, because you know that everybody else is not going to give you an inch. I mean, in some championships, like the Calm Championship, they're quite nice.
Yeah,
they're not going to door you. But you go to say the Boxster Cup.
Yeah.
They're going to door you. It's just like they're there.
She's scarred,
win. Yeah, exactly. Right?
Yeah. But you brake check me in the middle of Murray's. I'm not lifting.
No.
Hence why she's dented.
Yeah, but that's it. It's character. It's a story.
I want a cup. Well, a trophy.
It's an cup. It's like
I've spoken to James. We can see what we can do on that.
Yeah.
Right.
I had a couple of teeny little trophies there from last week, but similar thing. I did have a ding. Sorry, mate. I hurt his paintwork, but that was side by side with a Mark II Escort and a modified Fords, and we were 3 abreast out of the hairpin at Snet. That was good.
You were doing the full Carson Hoysavar around the outside, weren't you?
I was just a bit.
Very nice.
I'll show you somebody on board when we're done.
I need to take a break.
We do.
Just 1 second, yeah.
Go on then.
He's off for a wee-wee. See you in a minute.
I am indeed. Back to you and racing.
Yes. Something just as haphazard. Eh?
Yeah. So we spoke a bit about your introduction, your ARDS test. So what's it all moving towards? So what are your plans sort of in the next few years?
It's a good question. I mean, in an ideal world, if budget was not an issue, I would love to get into the Porsche Sprint Challenge.
Yeah.
I'd love that. Absolutely love it. But realistically, that's not going to happen unless somehow my agent just pulls an absolute golden ticket out of their backside and goes, someone's offered to pay for it all. I'm like, thanks. But no, for me, it's just to get, complete 2-3 seasons and prove that I can pedal. That's all I want to do, because I don't drive aggressively on the road anymore, because I got, well, it would have been 9, but it was 6 because of the driver awareness course. I got 9 points in the space of 6 months.
Wow.
So I was like, parked the Z4 up, bought a Range Rover, and I was like, I won't get any speeding tickets in that. I'll be fine. But no, I just want to race and prove it to myself that I can do it. Because when I was really, really young, I was probably about 11, 12. We went along to my local go-karting track, which was Wroughton. So you know where they built the Ebola drone for Grand Tour?
Yeah.
The shed next to it.
Ah.
They had a team sport karting.
Old lady's
there.
house.
Yeah. And we went there, and we were too young to go into the Sodi cars. So they put us in the cadet cars. And we'd ask, can we go in the big boy cars? Like, we know what we're doing. They're like, no, you're too young, you're too little. I mean, I've always been this size, but I was a lot fucking shorter. So, like, go out in the cadet cars. And we came back in, they're like, right, you're setting times quicker than adults in Sodi cars. So you can get in the Sodis then. So both me and my brother did. My brother was quicker in the cadets. And then within a 20-minute session, I was a 10th or 2 off of the lap record. And they're like, you're quick. We want you to come back. We'll sign you up to the team, do all of this. And my dad was like, nah, I haven't got the money for it. I want you to go on a nice holiday once a year. So and me and my brother always laugh and joke and say that if Dad had put some money in, we would be semi-professional race car drivers. And my brother now is big into his bikes. He's got a fully factory-built R6.
Okay.
No VIN number, no key. It's just press a button, thing turns on. And he's an absolute nutcase. He got picked up by an I can't remember the guy's name, but he's an ex-MotoGP rider, according to my brother, because I don't know much about bikes. And he found him in the paddock at, I think, Mugello or Portimao, one of them. And he was like, you're really quick. Get this money together and I'm going to take you racing. And my brother's like, I've just bought a house. The wife's not going to agree to this. And he was like, you're going to do it. So Sam has proven to himself that he can now race. And if he goes out on track, he will be quicker than pretty much everybody on a 1,000cc fully track built R1. And he's going around with 400 less cc and beating them. I want to do the same. And I love cars. Cars, there is no blood in here. There never has been. There never will be. Cars to me are something special. And you can't get any form of real on the limit on the road.
You can't. Not even close.
Not even close. Like, you can go around a corner and be like, oh, that was a bit sketchy.
Yeah.
But, like, on the track, the same corner, you're doing it at 3 times the speed, and there isn't a pothole in the middle of the road. There isn't a badger. And
or
there
a child.
Yeah.
Or Johnny Policeman down the road.
And you know the tracks. That's what people say to me, you're not very quick on the road. You don't, all right, but there's no point. I don't see the risk. It's that risk versus reward, the risk factor. It's not worth the risk.
What's the point of losing my license, possibly killing someone?
Exactly.
Like, no.
Yeah, I've got nothing to prove to some boy racer in a Fiesta ST.
In a stage 3 tuned S3.
This behind you going, what? And you're just like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Put you on a racetrack, eat cool machinery, I'll pull your fucking pants down.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I really like about racing, is the stopwatch doesn't lie.
No, it doesn't. And you've got to beat yourself first.
100%. And that's the thing. It's like, you could be dicing and it's great, but it's like, am I quicker than I was last lap?
Yeah.
Can I keep that consistency? And that's what I really enjoyed about SNET. It's the first time that I've ever been in a car for a full weekend. Mm-hmm. We did track day just to figure out if I fit in the car. Then we did test day, quali, race. And I think the fastest I did on the track day was a 2:25.
Okay.
I was like, that's not bad.
Yeah.
James Gornall was coaching somebody in a 968, and he'd been driving that car 3 years, and he was doing 2:25s.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not doing bad. That was my only reference point. And then by the end of the weekend, I was walking away with, I think the fastest lap was a 2:14.5.
Not bad.
And that was on shot tyres, because we had the same tyres for all of those sessions.
Yeah.
So I'd done full track day, full test day, practice and quali, race 1, race 2, and then an enduro race at the end for 40 minutes. And I was like, how the fuck have I taken 10 seconds out of that? And there's still more to go.
Yeah.
Like, I love that competitive edge against yourself. It's why I like golf.
Yeah.
Like, because it doesn't matter what happened before, it doesn't matter what happens next. It's just that thing that you have to solve right there, and you're only playing against yourself.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why racing drivers love golf.
They do.
You don't.
I wouldn't mind having a go at golf. I do want to actually go and commentate on golf, but do it the unique way where you are basically slagging them off as they tee
gotcha.
off.
Yeah, I love that.
We need to organise that Driven Minds
Golf
charity
day.
golf day.
Yeah, we do.
Because
I'll be there.
It would
We
be a
should-
charity golf day. We just set up a gazebo at the tee off, and it would be.
We heckle.
Yeah, the back off challenge.
Yeah,
There we
yeah,
go.
That'd be great.
Like,
Should the three of us do that actually?
Oh, yes. We'll just call it the backfire challenge. Absolutely brilliant. Like one of the best ones I've ever seen. There was a middle-aged dude, and he just walks up to the tee and he goes, "And here is a man that has perfected the art of cheating on his wife."
Yes, I know exactly. There's another one. Oh, here's a guy that beats his pet bird. It's like, oh, savage.
Or tell us you're a police officer without telling you you're a police officer.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
proper American flat top.
It's like you could have so much fun, especially if they're racing drivers.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if they'd let us do it for the Quick Fit Golf Day for touring cars.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be so much fun. I think Quick Fit would be like, "Why is he back here?" And I was like, "I'm here to piss everyone off, guys." It'd be so much fun. But no, golf is, I never thought I'd like it. And then my friend described it to me beautifully. He said, "Right, we're not going to go play golf." I was like, "Okay, what are we doing?" He's like, "Right, we're going to go do some drink driving legally. We're going to take the piss out of each other, and occasionally we're going to smack something towards a small hole." And I went, "That actually sounds
Yeah.
quite fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, I'm up for that."
Basically,
Whenever somebody says it ruins a good walk, I'm like, "Nah."
it was Churchill, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I like going to play golf. I love it.
Yeah.
Golf is great. It genuinely is.
But he said it was a perfectly good way of spoiling a good work.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
walk. So he like, you know,
Hmm.
he enjoyed it.
But motor racing's still better.
Motor
Motor
racing
racing
is
definitely.
Motor racing is top tier. Like nothing can beat it.
How did you find when you got into a paddock, instead of, so you take the microphone away and you're just there and you're part of the entertainment, you're the, you know what I mean? The people have come to watch you.
Weird. It's genuinely bizarre. I mean, I still find it weird when people come up to me and want to take a photo and get an autograph, which I learned don't actually use your real signature real quick. But like I find it weird because I am nobody to follow. I'm not inspirational. I don't do anything like that. I'm just there to try and highlight what touring car does, take the piss out of Americans. When I'm sat in my car, whatever it might be. But when I was actually there to drive, it just felt beyond me. I was like, how is my life come to this where I'm actually able to get in a race car? Like, I don't care what you're racing. Like, you adore C1s, but there's a Ferrari Challenge car over there, right? It doesn't matter what you drive. If you drive it on the limit,
Yep.
you're like, how am I this lucky to do this?
Yeah.
And that's all I could think the entire time. And when people came up and they were just like, "Oh my God, so you're out in this car, this is amazing." I'm like, "I know, like, how am I here?"
Yeah.
And I just want to race at every given opportunity. It's just, excuse me, it's a great form of meditation. It's a great way of getting your anger out, and you're just proving yourself to you. That's it. Like I don't care about proving myself to anybody in the paddock. Don't get me wrong. I want to come home with a trophy and a cigar so I can look at the missus and go, "Yes, look at this." But I just want to race, and I can't look at it, but that it's just so nice.
Doing something to you, isn't it?
It really is, and it's. I mean, my friend summed up brilliantly in Calm. He turned around and he said he had the opportunity to go and race Civics.
Yep.
It's a lot cheaper. But he said he didn't want to turn to his mates in the pub and say, "My race car's a Honda."
That's the thing.
He wants to turn around to his friends and go, "My race car's a Porsche."
Yeah, that is that thing. And Hadley said it to me all the time. It is that dick swinging contest. Unfortunately, if you know, and you're going to be quick in a C1. That's a pure, what I call a purist races.
Yeah.
You don't, like you said, you don't care what you raced, whether that be a Honda, a Citroen, doesn't matter.
No.
But when you're dick swinging with your mates down the pub,
Yeah.
or you being introduced, I love it. Like when we go and meet the kids, friends, dads, or whatever, and it's like, my kids love it. My dad races a Porsche.
Yeah. He's got a little extra kudos.
It does, doesn't it? Right.
Like even you could say, "I race a Porsche," and then you go and sit next to a touring car driver, and they say, I race a Focus.
Yeah.
You're like,
Wait,
I win.
No. They never. He never says he races a Focus. He's like, I race a modified Ford. He has to put the modified in there.
I race in the modified Ford series.
Yeah,
That could be anything.
I'd just say fast Ford because
Yeah.
every person knows that a fast Ford is cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It does it like I was doing this. I was working with Ford at Le Mans, which is a great event.
That
Yeah.
must have been
Epic.
epic.
Hectic. I was. I'd never done Le Mans before.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't tried to do an all-nighter for a long time.
Yeah.
Tried to combine all of it, and just the scenes at like 5 o'clock in the morning. I was doing a worm in front of everybody. It's actually quite funny. So it's like a bunch of content creators around. Everyone's having a good time, and a lot of the content creators are younger than me because like as a 31-year-old I'm quite old to be on TikTok. And we're all dancing around having a good time, and I can't remember what was it that I did. That was it. Is they were just like, guys have got no game these days, no one comes up to us and all this, and I was like, do you want to show me? I'll show you the move that I used to use to, like, 1, piss people off, and 2, get a phone number. Teach somebody how to slut drop. So you'd find someone bobbing, right? So you find someone bobbing, and you'd be like, right, I'm going to teach you how to do this. So the move is you strut up to them, go shh, and put it on their lips, turn around, and then drop it like it's hot, properly bend into it. And both the girls just went, fuck, sat down and just on the floor. They're like, we need a minute. And they were like, you're showing off. And I was like, nah, I'll show off. And then dove headfirst into a worm. Stood back up and saluted and went, nah, I'm showing off.
There is something about the worm, though. Any time anyone does the worm, everyone goes nuts.
Yeah, it's great.
We made my mate do it. We went and watched the rugby at Wembley. It was the Quins versus Sarries game.
Good game.
And they held us. You know when you walk down Wembley Way, they hold you, don't they? And they play fucking music. These boys behind us were getting a bit fucking rowdy, and one of them bet their mate 20 quid that he could do the worm. And I was like, my mate can, and he's like your size, right? So big.
I do the slug.
Big.
We'll just put like a little toy house on your back. We'll call it the snail.
Exactly.
So
he's built like me, yeah.
Yeah, so Big C did literally, like, it was like, 20 quid. So they're playing the tunes, and like literally the police officers are stood above the bridge, like we're all stopped. And Big C busted out the worm absolutely perfectly. But he does what you do, just fully dives into it head first, does it out. Mate, like full blown applause, police officers applauding. Mate, he's like, yeah, they went 20 quid, mate. Yeah, worth that.
It was that one where he was just like stood there and then immediately walks off stage left and goes, fuck my testicles. Oh, that hurt.
Well, no, he did it at my wedding and ripped the crotch out the high trousers.
If it's any consolation, I did do that whilst I was doing the slut drop. So I've got a rip in my favourite trousers just here. And I was like, oh no, God. I was just throwing it back too hard for the old grannies.
That's just reminded me though, Ford at Le Mans, the new hypercar.
Sounds nice.
Oh my God, it's even better than the Cadillac.
Yeah, I'm sorry, a Coyote-based V8.
Jesus Christ.
But next, we were talking about WEC, right? McLaren and Ford coming back in the same year, in the same class. I don't know who I want to support more.
No wonder's winning.
I'm a blue blood. It's got to be Ford.
I mean, the political answer for me will be Ford, but also because actually I don't...
If Ford do it properly, come up with a proper livery, then it's going to be hard to beat.
It's going to be filth. I mean...
But you want to see a McLaren in that livery, basically, yeah.
Yeah, I mean... I understand the papaya. I understand that.
Yes.
But I don't like it.
I liked it when it came back, because when I worked there, they started using it on the test cars.
I liked it on the original Bruce McLaren cars.
Yeah.
But the problem is it's kind of gone away from the papaya.
It does not look anything like the 1970s Can-Am cars.
It doesn't. To me, it doesn't pay enough homage to what papaya was under Bruce McLaren.
Yeah, no, not at all. And it's not the same company.
Although to be fair,
no, it's not.
I'm just going to say it now. Formula One liveries are ridiculous. Bring back cigarette sponsorship.
Yeah.
Who right? And I'm sorry, they're just like, oh well, we're allowed to promote Zins and all of this. I'm like, just promote fags. Sorry, cigarettes.
Yeah.
Just like do that. Like that's just as bad for you.
Just bang a
vaping.
Rothmans, JPS, Rothmans, bring it all back, Marlboro. Don't give a shit about all the advertising.
No.
I don't look at a race car and think, fucking hell, that's a Porsche 956. God, I need a fag. I've never smoked.
No.
But my God, they make a good race
They
car.
do, yeah, they
so
do.
good.
The problem is you wouldn't get it anymore with the fags. It's vape shops, man. You'd have the Turkish vape shops all over the side of it, and the barbers. They're the ones with all the money.
So it's so bad. But how do we go from girls in basically wearing nothing in leather, smoking a cigarette on front of a car, to now, people that pretend to be cool and hip smoking a Power Ranger's penis? Like how did we devolve as a society?
We have though as well. But remember, because they wouldn't who had the Durex livery, and they wouldn't
That
air
wasn't
any
Hesketh,
of it.
was it?
No.
John Surtees? Why does John Surtees ring a bell? Someone did have the Durex livery in the 70s, and they got made.
They weren't they didn't show it the Grand Prix, did they?
Maybe
Which
it's
is stupid.
Maybe it's because they were just saying that sex was safe back then anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's the point of wrapping
yeah,
it
it's
up?
stupid. You get thing is right. Yeah, we could have fags, fucking sex, breakfast of champions, and now you can't say anything. And we've got illegitimate AI companies and tech
Rich
companies.
energy.
And, fuck
Oh,
me. You want to go down
Bad
that
Santa.
fucking...
Jesus. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but how the fuck did they not see that?
I know.
Who vetted
The
that?
dude walks in
know.
looking like that, and you go, "This is a solid businessman."
Yeah. Literally a cross between Jesus and ZZ Top.
Yeah, like it's just all of the badness together. Like not even the good bits of ZZ Top. Like, come on. But I mean, it obviously happens. We've even had a couple of those stories happen in touring cars in recent years.
It's hard to see where that came from, though, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, to pull the wool over Dick Bennett's eyes, that's quite. Sorry, I got distracted by the attack of the seagulls outside.
That was a flock of geese coming through outside.
The geeses.
Yeah, the gooses are attacking.
Yeah, sorry, continue.
Yeah. But yeah, to pull the wool over Dick Bennett's eyes, that's that's quite a feat. But sponsorship needs to be cool. It really does. And
It sells the car, it sells the driver,
Was
it
it-
sells the championship, it sells everything.
it might have been on your podcast that I heard this, but there was obviously they've got the Muller 911.
Oh, yeah.
And it needs to be the Muller Light.
Yeah.
Like that's brilliant marketing.
Why? Seriously, that was a fuck up there. Like, Parco, be ashamed of yourselves.
You really should.
And
be,
they saw
guys.
us in the paddock at Thruxton, and they saw me because I made the comment, and they're like, "You." I'm
You're-
like, "Yep."
Your number is marked, but it actually worked for next year. So cheers.
Yeah,
Thanks.
thanks.
We
Yeah.
could do that, you and me. Muller Light.
Yeah, I'm definitely full fat. Let's be honest. I get it, Scott. I get it.
What does that make me? Actimel.
Literally.
Oh my god, like little petit falou.
Yeah. It's to help my bones grow stronger.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, the person, and we mentioned him earlier when we were chatting about Louise Goodman, but Eddie Jordan, he knew he was the man.
Absolute
Yeah.
genius.
The reason that Jordan was green. 7-Up.
7-Up, yeah. What a car as
And
well.
then what was it? They were after sponsorship from another camera manufacturer, but their main sponsor, their main rival, Fujifilm, was green. So they were like, we can't sponsor you. Yeah, but we got the 7-Up stuff on there. So they dropped Jordan. So he went, right, I'll go and approach Fujifilm then. And that's how that ended on that 91
And that looks
Jordan.
so good from the back.
yeah.
So pretty.
But this is a man that had one sponsor on one side of the car and placed the executives on that side of the track, and then another sponsor on the other side of the car and parked them on the other side of the track, so they both thought they were sponsoring the side part.
They don't make him like Eddie anymore.
No, they don't. They don't. There aren't any real characters that are. Well, there are a lot of real characters, but they're not as infamous or as sizable as Jordan.
No.
Like, you look at all of the greats of motorsport. They were all tricky individuals.
Yep.
Right. Like everybody remembers.
Flawed, arguably, as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, everybody remembers Enzo Ferrari, and they're just like, he's the greatest team manager ever. It's like he was actually a dick.
Yeah.
Like
He-
massive knob.
A massive dick, not a very good businessman.
No.
Not a terrible businessman.
Well, that was it. Is after every race car had done the season, he then went and scrapped it.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm sorry, you scrapped the 2 shark nose Formula 1 car. Nice. Smart business move.
Yeah.
And then he was getting rid of 250s for 30 grand a piece just so that he could go and fund the next year. And it's like, that's now a 45 million pound car.
The short-sightedness. But those Mavericks that we had, and they're the ones that you remember. Gunther Steiner's going to be another one you remember.
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, everyone thinks we're like Haas, but he was involved in that Mark 1 Focus when it was rallying. He was balls deep in that project.
He was also he was deep a part of the team at Red Bull for a long time.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, and like him or loathe him, Christian Horner's got to go down as one of the greatest team principals to do it.
Cock or finger.
Literally. We will never know.
No. But like, I get a lot of stick when people are just like, you like Christian. I'm like, what he did as a team principal was great.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit what he does off the track as long as there's nothing illegal. Like, that's where I draw the line. I go, what do you do as a professional? Great. What do you do as your private life behind closed doors? Guess what? I don't care because it's behind closed doors.
Your personal life.
Yeah.
But when it comes, it's still quite funny.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if it's against women and girls, if they're doing anything that's really fucking not right.
Yeah, like,
definitely.
don't get me wrong. Like, his personal life is a complete and utter fuck up by all accounts.
I mean, you're banging Jerry Halliwell. Stick to it, man. Just you've nabbed the right one. Just
I don't know what it is with Formula 1 and pop stars, though, because I think Jeremy Clarkson called out Lewis Hamilton for this. He won the championship, and Nicole Scherzinger turned around and said, I'm going to keep you up all night long, and then Lewis spent all night with the team. And Jeremy was like, you had a pussycat doll tell you that, and you went out with blokes? What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
No, and I think like that's the one bonus of the world going so far woke is everybody's kind of just gone, we don't care.
No, do what you want.
No.
You're a phenomenal Formula 1 driver. As long as you're not a dick, you're fine.
Yeah, as long as you're a good human.
Which he is.
Pretty sound. Like, it's... I genuinely couldn't care. The only time it annoys me when people are just like, you've got to think this way. I'm like, no.
Why? Yeah, you're making me think the other way.
Yeah, I don't tell you that you have to be
Yeah.
straight or pansexual or whatever it is. I'm just saying, you just be a human, don't be a dick. Like, I'll do my thing, you do your thing. The world's quite big. We can do whatever we want.
Yep.
I think I can understand, if that is the case, Lewis, just admit it if it's true, because one, that'll do brilliant, breaking down barriers and all that stuff. And two, who gives a shit?
No one.
No one gives a shit. Well, I think actually Ted Lasso said it brilliantly. Love that. If you've never watched Ted Lasso, watch it. But he said, when one of the players came out and he admitted that he was gay, he said, Colin, we don't care. Actually, sorry, no, we do care. We care massively.
About you.
About you. But we don't... Who cares?
Yep.
Like, it's fine. You're golden.
Exactly.
Like, it's a shame that if he's had to lie about it for
years
and years. I'd hate to live a life like that.
Yeah. Well, look at Ralph Schumacher only just coming out now.
Yeah.
recently.
God, yeah, I forgot about that. That's insane.
But that's what I mean. You forget about it because you're like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
But at the time, I actually thought, oh, fuck. Okay, we've kind of let society down a little bit.
Yeah,
People can't just...
they can't be themselves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's the world that we live in, where everything is viewed under a microscope.
I think that's what makes you unhappy, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
If you can't be yourself because you don't feel like you can be yourself around people, essentially, you're going to make yourself unhappy.
Massively, and I can get it from the sponsorship side of things, because some people that run companies are assholes.
Yep.
And that could affect you big time when you've got to find, 10, 15 million quid a year. Not that Lewis is actually going out and touting for sponsorship anymore. I think his name kind of does everything that it needs to.
Oh, yeah.
But, that's awful. But the idea of, having to, put on a brave face and pretend that everything's fine, that's awful. Like, I suffer with mental health issues all the fucking time. Like last week, I admitted that I wasn't feeling very good. And it's exhausting, because you're just walking around with a smile on your face. And I hadn't even admitted it to Nadine. I was just like, everything's golden, everything's fine.
Yep.
And I'm just sat there inside just going, everything's fucked. Everything's gone wrong. And like, what do I do? And that's just me and my own insecurities and my own head beating me up. Let alone what it's like for these guys that have got a genuinely massive public life.
Yeah.
And then they can't even open up about one of the most basic things in their life. Like,
Which is why when JP came out and said what he did,
Yeah.
that
That was
going along.
powerful.
Yeah.
Massively powerful.
And it was needed.
Yeah, 100%. Because as we've discussed at length, motorsport is not easy
Nope.
to do. It's not easy to fund. It's not easy to put a brave face on it.
Yep.
And, he was very much the charismatic, everything's fine, I can get it done, individual.
Yeah.
And for him to turn around and go, guys, actually,
I'm struggling here.
it's been really fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
It takes stones. It's upsetting that it takes stones to admit that. Like, it should be perfectly fine for somebody to go, yeah, it's been really crap recently, actually.
Yeah.
That should be a normal part of life. I think the problem is that as much as we're told these days, reach out, get yourself sorted, nobody is really trained on how to receive that kind of information.
No.
Right? So, like, if somebody was to tell, like, it's all fine and dandy telling boys, right, go and talk to your boys. If one of my best mates, Corey, turned around to me and said, I'm feeling like this because of X, Y, Z, my sort of bloke mind would come in and I go, right, well, here's all the ways that you can fix that.
Yeah.
That's not fucking useful at all. Like, you're just there, like, can you just listen to me bitch for like 10, 15 minutes and then we're good? But, like, I think the problem is that we're also wired to just fix a problem.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to fix something that isn't physical.
No. Sometimes what I find helps, because you do it and I do it, sometimes you just need to have a rant.
Yeah.
Just honestly, it's just a conversation, just so someone else can hear it instead of it all being in your own head.
Yep.
You just need that person that you can just phone up or fucking just chat to. So you just let it all out and you feel so much fucking better.
100%. It's hilarious. That's almost actually kind of how my social media career started. I was just fed up with all the nonsense going on in London. I've been ranting to my mum about it for about a week. And she went, just put something on TikTok. All right, fine. So I ranted about Sadiq Khan and how he's just ruined London. Ended up getting like 45,000 views as like first ever TikTok video. I was like, oh, maybe there's something in this. All right. And then that's why I've always been open with, my mental struggles. Because, I think a lot of people kind of look at me from the outside and kind of go, all right, well-dressed individual, drives nice cars, going to all these cool events, doing this. People
He's doing well, he's happy.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm
Not
like,
the
you
case.
couldn't be fucking further from the truth.
Yeah.
I am, I'm not in debt, apart from the Range Rover. Hasn't broken down. It's just it cost me money to buy it. But it's just like, I'm not in debt, but I'm living at home with my mum. I want to start a family with my missus. But I'm just like, I can barely make it like 3 months down the road before things go wrong. Like, it's those things build up on top of you. And I just want people to realise that, just because what you see on social media, like, it's a facade.
It really is, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You never put the bad things. A lot of people never put the bad things on social media.
No.
So
And that's why I want to do it, right?
yeah.
Like, to show other people, it's like, oh, okay, maybe I am allowed to have a shit day.
Yeah.
And feel a bit crap, or maybe a shit couple of months.
Everyone goes through it. There's, all the best laid plans never work out.
No.
Really, very rarely. And at the end of the day, we're all trying to do this on the fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And make the best of whatever the fuck we can do. We're trying to do what we can do.
Yeah, there's not a big reset button in life, unfortunately. And
No,
I'm kind of glad there isn't, because otherwise I'd just be constantly sat there at lap one just going, reset, that went wrong, just do that again. But, it's complicated. I think it's the greatest time to ever be alive. That's kind of impossible to argue. I am living in more luxury than Queen Victoria did by an absolute country mile. Like, it's not even close. She had to stare at the back end of a horse for 5 hours to go to Newcastle.
Yeah.
I set the aircon just so. And I pray that it doesn't break down.
You do own a Range Rover, yeah.
I do, and I absolutely love that.
The horse is more reliable than your Range Rover.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if a horse could do 30,000 miles in a year without complaint.
That's true.
She's done very well. They get a big amount of knock in those cars.
Yeah, they do.
She's a good egg. I have to say that. I have to
It
say
can
that.
hear you.
Yeah, exactly. It has a personality much like the horse.
Just the other side of
Every
the door.
car has a personality somewhere. I believe they do anyway.
Oh god, yeah. But
Yeah,
that's why we
definitely.
connect with them, right? We anthropomorphise them. We
Yeah.
go, that thing is a friend.
I don't get in a Focus, I get in Fiona.
Oh, Fiona.
Yeah.
Princess Fiona.
Literally, I get in, it's Fiona the Focus. And straight away, as soon as I fucking slammed the door, walked away, I was like, when I snapped the drive shaft in quali, I was just like, if you're going to get stroppy with me, Fiona, I'm going to fucking fall out.
You don't fucked up, Fiona.
Yeah, you don't catch it. I'm just marching away, heading towards the escape road, and I sort of signalled to the marshal, and I literally walked away and said to myself, if you're going to start fucking around, Fiona, I'll put you on the trailer. I'll go home.
But that's it. Like, that's what cars are supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like, they shouldn't be boxes on wheels.
No.
And that's
No.
why I've got an issue with modern cars.
Well, that's why Clarkson stopped, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
I
do you see
can't
that
connect
whole
with
thing?
them.
Is it with the intro to Gran Turismo he did? Which
Yes.
that,
No, Forza.
was it Forza?
Forza,
Sorry,
yeah.
that is perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is exactly how I feel about cars.
One of
Yeah.
the best monologues ever written about a car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And of course, Clarkson probably did that in about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because he's Clarkson.
Yeah.
But like, if I can't connect with a car, I don't like it. And I basically think that, and obviously there are exceptions, but for the everyday car, anything made after 2015, I couldn't really give a toss about it. I'm like, it's white goods. There's something missing.
exactly that. They've got no soul.
Yeah.
And it is quite depressing. I do a lot of work around the Bristol area, my day job, and you see on the docks there all the cars coming in. It's all Chinese EVs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
they've
that's-
just swallowed the market.
And that's really fucking depressing because
Yeah.
they literally all look the same. Like, that's a Daewoo, that's a
The thing
Cherry,
is, they're
that's-
probably doing
and
a
they
very
all
good
look the same.
job at what they do.
Yeah.
But perfection is in imperfection.
Yeah.
And that's why people love Ferraris.
Yes.
Because they're imperfect.
Well, they liked old Ferraris.
Yeah, well, even
Hmm.
the new ones aren't the most reliable.
No, I'm not saying they're reliable, but at least they had
But-
something about them.
But let's be honest, Porsches are flawed because the engine's in the wrong place, right?
Very
In-
much.
Apart from
Apart from
the
that
box.
one,
That-
that
yeah.
one, and that one.
The 911.
The 911, yeah, but it works.
Exactly.
It does, because the Germans are freaky engineers, and they're like, we can make this work.
Yeah.
Watch. And then suddenly they've turned a Beetle into one of the greatest race cars ever. And you're like,
Yeah.
Ever.
how? It's
Yeah.
just, it doesn't make sense.
Ford
It shouldn't work, but it does.
Yeah.
Ford have some of the greatest fast Fords in the world, but they have
Focus,
also
Escort, Capri, Sierra,
GT40.
GT40.
the Cortina.
Cortina.
the Mondeo ST220.
Oh.
Some of the most iconic cars. And I was at the Fast Ford show yesterday with the series, and there was the brand new Ford GT there, and it's like, oh, that looks fucking unreal.
Yeah.
And then Ford makes some brilliant cars, but then they relaunched the Capri and fucked it. The Cougar looks disgusting. Each manufacturer has shit cars and their iconic cars.
Yes.
Renault did the right thing with the Renault 5.
That.
Oh, gorgeous.
Those in person in yellow look
Yes.
to die for.
They perfection on that. Yes, it's electric,
Yep.
Yeah.
but it's fucking good.
But that's fine. In a little city runabout,
Perfect.
I wouldn't mind an electric car. I've got a traffic light Hero. It's great.
yeah, well, had got rid of the Taycan Turbo, fucking animal of a car, and bought an Alpine 290 to hoon around town in. He loves it. He's just brilliant.
Yeah. Because everything has its place.
Yeah.
The only reason I bought the Range Rover is I cover a silly amount of miles, and I want my ass to feel nice when I get
Yeah.
out. Unfortunately, because I covered, what was it, 75,000 miles in 2.5 years in my Z4 Coupe.
Wow.
My back was buggered.
Busted, yeah.
Yeah, and because I'm a chav, it's
But
got
you
no
look good
back
doing
box on
it because it was a coupe.
Oh, yeah. Still have it. It sits on the drive. Took it around Goodwood for the first time. It's the first time it's ever been on track.
Do you know what it is with you weird people but that have Z4s? You never sell them. I know four
I
or
can't
five
sell it.
people that are literally they have it. They can't part with it.
No. I also, to be fair, I bought an absolute gem because I bought it off a lovely lady called Elizabeth, and she was at the time the editor of BMW Performance magazine. And that was her special car. Her daily is a supercharged E92 M3. So when I turned up and she went, "This is my special car," I was like, okay, you've looked after this well then. I think she only did like 2,000 miles in 3 years in it. And it has every optional upgrade on it. The only thing it didn't have from factory was speakers, so she put Bose speakers in it herself. And I was like, sick, amazing. I also owe my career to that car. I can't get rid of it. Like in the early videos when I was just sat in a car, everybody was like, "Oh my god, he's in a Jag, he's in an Aston, he's in something really, really fancy." I'm like, I'm in a $7,000 Beamer. Like, there's nothing to.
That's because you suit a Jag.
I do suit a Jag.
And I go back to your point earlier, Jag need to go back to the British. Well, they never will because they're owned by Tata. They'll never go back.
It's
but
a shame that they can't homologate an XE. An XE touring
That-
car.
Oh,
would
see,
be
that'd be
good.
class, wouldn't it?
I
would.
actually I drew something up for Charles because he doesn't like front wheel drive.
Yeah.
So I said, get rid of the 3 Series when you can because
Yeah.
I think that car's now long in the tooth. Chat to the team, get one of these.
Yeah.
And I literally just ChatGPT'd it, and I put the Tom Walkinshaw livery on it, and then put all of his sponsors on it, and just went, "How good is that?" And he went, "Don't show me this. It's too good. It's too good."
Plus, because it's a Jag, you've got the Jag.
Drag.
So you will leave the circuit. You will commit a post office robbery on the way out. There will be stolen items in the boots.
And you'll blame it on the person in the car next to you.
Exactly. I mean, my missus has a Jag. It's an 09 Jag. It's got a,
Your missus has a better car than you do.
Yeah, she does. Well, I use my work transit.
What 09 Jag is this? XF?
XF 3 litre V6.
So that's the S. That's a good lump, that. That goes nicely. My friend had, we called it the Chesterfield.
And it purrs.
It was British Racing Green over Ivory.
It's a prick to do the water pump on, though. I had to do that for her last week. But
Oh dear.
yeah.
Brownie points, mate.
It was brownie points, but it's a lovely car. I picked it up for about $4,000, and it had been looked after by Stratstone in London by a guy that works in Westminster, and it had been well looked after. It's got lovely interior. But old Jags I do like an old Jag.
They're good. The only one that isn't
But
included
they
on my
fall to
list.
X-Type.
Yeah.
Dog shit.
Yeah, dog shit.
Mondeo in a frock.
Oh mate, but the stupid thing is why put the Mondeo in a frock? The Mondeo was a good car.
I know.
Oh, it's a stunning
Yeah, but
car.
that was similar to
everybody
the
was-
S, though, wasn't it? The S-Type was a bit shit.
Yeah. I mean the
But
S-Type R was cool.
Yeah.
That was gangster.
Yeah, they're the big V8 ones, aren't they? Yeah, Jason's got one of those. That's a fucking animal.
And to be fair, they don't look ugly in
No.
R trim.
I tell you what, if you get those in BRG, X across the headlamps, number on the big grills, get a field of those out.
There's a guy that I keep seeing around all of the meets at the moment. He's got, I think it's a dark green one, and he's done that, and he's dropped it on like big single, like big like dustpan lid
Yes.
steels, and I'm like, that is the coolest thing going. I
Yeah.
love that.
It's cooler than penguin piss.
Oh,
Absolutely.
I like that. I'm gonna have to steal that. Cooler than penguin piss. God, that's tickled me. I like that.
Right. We have held off for enough time now. I think it's time for you to take on the ultimate challenge.
Okay.
You've done your first motor race. You've presented on the British Touring Car Grid with a wooden spoon. But this is your first top 10 plus one challenge, the shootout.
Okay.
So,
let's hope
over.
I don't get the wooden spoon.
Over to Scott Evans.
Red sauce, brown sauce.
Red sauce.
Tea or coffee?
Tea.
Gotta be. Movies or books?
Movies.
Race weekend or boys' weekend? Sorry, gentleman's weekend.
Race weekend.
Good lad. Text or voice note?
Voice note.
Thank you.
If you could have one person narrate your life for the rest of your life, who would that person be?
Oh, fuck. John Cleese, but
As Basil Fawlty?
as Basil Fawlty. Oh, Manuel! That would literally be every chapter.
I'm surprised no one's had Murray Walker yet.
No. Funny that.
So I like Murray Walker, but it's John Cleese's comedic timing. For me, it's between John Cleese or Stephen Fry.
Yeah, I could go with
Stephen
that.
Fry's
He'd make me sound a lot more intelligent.
Yeah.
One lap shootout, what track versus who, and in what car?
So I'm going to say Goodwood because it's my happy place, and I love that track. One car. I'm going to say a 250 short wheelbase,
Good shout.
and I would like to race against Rob Huff
Ooh, good
Very
shout.
good.
because in classics around that track,
He's a
He
god.
is an animal.
him in cut 7, that E-Type, just
Yeah,
it's poetry in motion.
he is god round there. Wet race or dry race?
I haven't got much experience with wet, so I'm going to say dry because I know what I'm
Okey-dokey.
doing.
Manual or paddle shift, sir?
Oh, manual.
Absolutely.
Uh.
And the best one. If your car could make one noise when you hit the throttle pedal, what would that noise be?
And it cannot be an engine noise.
Giggity.
Yes!
That followed by a turbo dump valve. That would be perfect. Giggity.
So good.
Oh, it's a really pervy R34.
Very much so.
I
So-
want one now.
to round off the podcast, let's head back to the touring cars. So for the rest of this year, we got a championship start. It's Ash Sutton's.
It's Ash
Right.
Sutton's.
Yeah.
It's his to lose.
Plato Racing, obviously, we stated earlier, we only know what we know.
Yep.
I just, personally, I just hope everyone comes out of it as best as they can. I hope Jason's okay, and I hope Dan Rowbottom comes out of it okay, because he's taking some flack at the moment.
He is indeed.
Yes.
Do you think they will be saved?
I think it would be a shame if they're not, because that platform that they have now finally started to understand, that's a front-running car.
Yeah.
The Merc and the Audi are what I'm now calling the next generation of touring cars.
Yeah.
They are very different from everything else on the grid.
They reckon the Audi that is different gravy.
Yeah, if they can sort their traction now, that thing is golden. But like every time they come out of a corner, you can just see it spinning.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Merc is incredible. Adam and Dan are two incredible human beings. All of the people that they've put together are great.
Quick.
And even
do you think
Hospo.
Adam's underrated?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Right.
Criminally.
Yeah.
Criminally. But I think the problem was that his stint at BMW, I think that fucked his name up.
Or WSR?
I don't think he was as solid in that car as he could have been. But I don't know if that was because he spent so much time in front wheel drive.
Yeah, but
moving over to rear. It's
yeah.
very different. And that car was very much set up for Jake. And Jake drives very differently to Adam. Adam's very smooth. Jake isn't.
But Ads had the car when Sicily ran it as well, and he won in it when it was non-Sicily. So
very true. I just think it was that I think maybe the last year of it just wasn't very fruitful for him. And then the teammates that he's not really had bad teammates.
No,
and it's
even at Accelerated, I think he did a pretty solid job.
He did a very solid job. I think he was overshadowed by Proctor, which probably didn't help.
Yeah, but
Proctor was driving for his life.
Senna again though, he's come in and he stood in for Sam and.
Yeah, he's a Ricky, and he's just come straight in, shitload of points.
Mate, he's an absolute ringer.
Yeah.
Like, nobody expects him. Like, I can remember when he took over from, was it Creasy last year?
Oh,
And Creasy, good lad, good driver, really struggling. Senna gets in it, and he's on the other side of the grid.
But he did that when the BTC Racing, One Motorsport, Civics, everything he's got in, he's been quick as Senna.
Yeah. And he's such a lovely human as well. Put that together with his northern tone, and it's just I could fall asleep listening to that man. But no, I want CPRL to be saved. I think what they have set the paddock on a trend of is more professionalism, outwardly looking.
Yep.
So to the people that are inside the paddock, they're like, it's the same as every other team. From the people looking in, they can go, whoa. Okay, they've stepped up quite a lot. I mean, their hospo, the food that they serve in there, the merch, the tea, like everything is done to the nth degree. And it would be a shame to see them go. I'd love to see Adam and Dan have another year in that car.
I would as well.
I don't care who
runs it, what it's branded as, or
I just hope the team stays the same. If you've got another old head from the touring cars from years gone by jumps in, fine. Just don't ruin the setup that they've got.
Yep.
Like their chief mechanic, I forget his name, but he's got quite a red face. He's brilliant at what he does. He's quite a grumpy individual when you look at him, but fuck me, he knows his onions. And everybody in that team deserves the credit that is now coming their way from Nic Hamilton and now Donny, because it's genuinely a great platform. Like they've both said that car drives like a GT, like a front wheel drive GT car.
Yeah,
like, it's weird. It's just so good. They just couldn't. Their communication to their engineers about what the car's doing just wasn't matching up.
Yeah.
But now they've kind of understood what the chassis does. And they're like,
light bulb.
Shit. And suddenly Morgan's gotten 4 podiums out of 6.
Yeah. I always thought Ads was massively underrated by other people, and he's fucking quick.
Very quick. Very quick. And he is a student of the game. Like if I ever go into the truck, because Adam's one of those drivers that doesn't like to be bothered.
No.
He'll just go sit in the truck, and he is just sat there watching onboards, watching replays of what happened last year. What driver did this? How can I improve on that? And it's just small incremental gains all the time. I think the thing that Morgan suffers from, and why people probably underrate him, is he's not the driver that's going to either win it or bin it. He will be much more conservative and go,
calculative.
That's not going to work. I'll back out. Whereas somebody like, a Sutton or a Tingram or a Hill.
Yep. Sticking your nose in there and...
Ricky.
Yeah, exactly. They don't care what happens. It's like, we'll see what happens then. But yeah, I think Morgan is a brilliant driver, brilliant human as well. But I haven't got anything negative to say about anybody in the paddock. I really struggle to, because everyone's just so bloody lovely, and it's really hard when people get cut. I'm like, why? I loved seeing James Dorlan around the paddock. Loved it. And then when he wasn't there at Donny, I was like, oh, that's a shitter. But it was great to see Dan Lloyd back.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
But again, go back to what people say on social media. There was... she's a lovely content creator, but she was saying it's so lovely to see Dan back after all of his trials and tribulations last year. And I was like, he won the independence.
Yes.
Like, how quick is your memory?
He's champion.
Folding? Yeah. Like, okay, admittedly, his trials were sponsorship.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, because he's not got any debts that I know of to his name, and he walked away with the fucking trophy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Happy days.
Yeah.
But
he's building his brand as well.
Yeah, and he's doing a really good job. I think the thing that touring cars needs more than anything is they need more cars on the grid. They need more people to be brave and go, fuck it, I can do this.
Yeah.
And start a team. The problem is
costs some
Cost.
fucking money.
costs, and also who the fuck is making a 4-door saloon car these days?
No one.
Yeah.
That's the big one.
That's the worry.
Yeah, like it's
The Astras, as I read today, like 93% decline.
Jesus Christ. But the Focus has been axed as well.
Mhm.
Like, let's not
That's
forget
gone.
that. That's gone. Like I was having this chat with a couple of guys around the paddock, and I'm like, I don't actually know a car that would work. I'd love an S60, but it's too big. Way too big. Unless you get Volvo to really skim down all the metal, there's no way that works. But like an S60 would be great, an XE would be great.
What do you mean?
I know nothing of the sorts, darling. I'm going to keep my secrets to myself. But no, like it's Audi have got the S3. That works. That's good. BMW
RS3 così.
RS3.
RS3 così.
Oh mate, Aiden's socials. Jesus Christ. I'm surprised he hasn't done that one yet. But like Merc, obviously they works, but it's like Volkswagen. Can't have a Golf. That doesn't really work. They don't make the Jetta anymore.
No, they don't do the
so.
Jetta. Otherwise, you're going to go in a big old Passat again.
I mean, BMWs, they're getting quite chunky now. I know I can't talk. I get it.
I think the only one that would work, and I was actually thinking about this seriously, is from, if I understand the regs correctly, you can run a 3-door next year.
Right.
I think. So a 2 Series works really fucking well.
That'll be
Yeah.
good.
Really.
So going from that then, if you can run a 3-door, ditch the Focus, run a Mustang.
Yeah, but then it's GT racing.
Yeah,
No, they have an EcoBoost option.
they do. In
Yeah,
a
but
bloody
that's-
Mustang.
That's like admitting that you let somebody else sleep with your wife.
Yeah.
I know.
That's atrocious. Do better.
Mhm.
I'm joking, but no.
So it's the
Yeah.
cuckold's Mustang.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally.
Because that was it. Is you couldn't put 5 litre
although
V8
saying
on the
that,
side
if-
when it just goes past.
Although, to be fair, if someone said to me tomorrow, you're in charge of British Motorsport, the first thing I'd do is get a load of Trans Ams in and everyone in V8s.
So you said Trans Am.
So I would. I've had this discussion as well. I would say, right, keep like 3 doors, fine. Saloon back, perfect. But everybody's now allowed to run whatever engine configuration you want. Max 500 brake.
Right.
So like just up it.
So we're talking like Forza regs.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just a fuck it, have fun, right? Because I mean, a 500 brake horsepower touring car would be lethal.
Yeah.
But I think the only way that you get manufacturers back in is you allow them to run the engines they want.
Yeah.
Like if you turn around to Audi and said, right, we're running an S3 and we're allowed to now put a 5-pot turbo in it, done.
And you say the same to Volvo.
Yeah.
They'd turn back up with an S6. They were like, fuck it, we'll give it a shot. Screw it, we'll use the V90. Why not? Like, give it a shot.
Why not?
But like Beamer, they'd run a straight 6.
Yep.
They'd
Yeah.
be right up for that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they're still making straight 6 engines all the time.
But
you know-
just turbocharged, so it'll be... Whoa.
Exactly. Or then a Merc would run a 4-litre V8.
Yep.
Like, you would get manufacturers back in quite quickly.
Just the noises you'd hear straight away.
It'd be filthy. I would not have very... Well, actually, no, it's a good thing I wear white trousers.
You're not of the chino age yet.
No, I'll just wear my yellow moleskins. Like that'll be perfect, I think.
Oh, perfect. Well, it's been 2 hours and a fine chat with yourself, Tom. We're going to have to get you back on this podcast later in the
thank
year,
you
I
very
think, for a
much.
chat.
I've
Definitely.
really, really enjoyed coming down, chaps, or up rather. It's been an absolute pleasure. So thank you. I feel like a bit of a charlatan because you're getting like touring car royalty, and then there's just me like, hi.
You are part of Mega Month, which is actually turning into Mega 2 months.
Oh,
I think it's just Mega Podcast.
Yeah, we got a very good guest.
We got so many good guests,
On next week.
coming up. We've had some good guests, including yourself.
Very much so. Very, very much so.
Ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman has been Tom Gray. I've been Rob Lewis.
I've been Scott Evans.
And that was the Driving Talk podcast for this week's episode. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe, all of that jazz.
Yeah, because
Spotify.
1,000 likes on Insta, and we will have a pair of BTCC tickets to give away for the final round.
We got 300 listeners, followers to go. So we've hit 1,000 on TikTok. We've hit over 1,000 on Facebook. So, as soon as we get to 1,000 on Instagram, we're going to give away some tickets.
Yes, indeedy.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
Well, boys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much. And catch you on the next one.
Beautiful. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Penis.